takes the stage. Phoenix rising high, he's the hero of the age. Final Fantasy dreams battle through the night, master of his realm, shining bright in the fight. Phoenix ascends, we're flying high, keyblade in hand, reaching for the sky. Deathloop's ticking, but he won't stop. Mega Man's power, he's on the top. Sea of stars, adventure calls. Dragon Quest, he's breaking walls. Shovel Knight's courage in his soul. Matthew's legend on a roll. Kingdom Hearts magic, hearts entwined. Gaming's his kingdom, one of a kind. Jump and blast, he's got the moves. Every quest he takes, he's got nothing to lose. Phoenix ascends, we're flying high, keyblade in hand, reaching for the sky. Deathloop's ticking, but he won't stop. Mega Man's power, he's on the top. Sea of stars, adventure calls. Dragon Quest, he's breaking walls. Shovel Knight's courage in his soul. Matthew's legend on a roll. From pixel fights to epic tales, his channel's fire never fails. Gaming hero shining bright in the cinematic night. So here's to Matthew, the gaming star. Phoenix rising near and far. Join the journey, feel the thrill. With Phoenix ascends, conquer every hill.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Phoenix Ascends Gaming, and we are live this evening playing Visions of Mana, Episode 4. Hope you're doing very well thus far, and that you're having a fantastic week, and you're looking forward to your weekend. And we are, I was anticipating originally for this to be the finale to Visions of Mana, but I don't want to rush it, so I'm going to try to let it progress naturally. And if we have time left over, we're probably just going to go ahead and devote that to a finale stream next Friday. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. And go ahead and look at the poll thus far, and then I'll go ahead and dig into who is in the chat. Today's poll asks, what is your preferred JRPG art style? Would it be anime inspired, such as Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, and the Mana series, among others like Kingdom Hearts? Pixel art, such as Final Fantasy 1 through 6, Sea of Stars, and Octopath Traveler series? Realistic fantasy, such as Final Fantasy 12, Final Fantasy 6, Vagrant Story? Or the chibi style, such as the Bravely Default series, Final Fantasy 9, and Pokemon? All right, let's go ahead and dig into who we have in the chat so far. Let me go ahead and make sure that I don't accidentally end the poll. Thus far, we are joined by Mrs. Phoenix, That 80s Room, Crafty Kratora, who is currently deep in the first draft of his Feral and Phoenix draft for him to for the show he is attempting to get lifted and taken up to essentially be the next big thing. A little tongue tied here, guys. I apologize. We are also joined by Mike Loves Contra, Alan. How's it going, Alan? Nice to see you, brother. And we also are joined by Callie Martin 57, Jam Cham 48, and Baby Phoenix. Let's see. And Cody Stanky, how's it going? Everyone saying hi to each other? And before we get started, guys, I did want to bring to your attention that I did make a. Hey, how's it going, Carla? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. We are just getting prefacing the the stream with setting expectations as to who's in the chat and the poll. And go ahead and check out my community page because I have very exciting news. Next Monday for the finale of Batman Arkham Knight, we're going to be having our first ever game trivia night, which will result in a giveaway. I have three different options for the gifts for the giveaway. So go ahead and take a look at the community page, see if that's something you're interested in for additional information and context. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be Batman trivia. So if you know a lot about Batman lore or superhero trivia in general, you might be in luck, and you might just nab that first place spot and pick up one of our three prizes. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get right into the game. I don't want to waste any time. We'll see how far we can get. And again, thank you for joining me. All right, so, and Carla, just to let you know, let me get my camera set up here. On Mondays, I generally run action games, action AAA type games. Fridays are RPG nights where we play Japanese role-playing games, and Sundays would be the games where we play retro-style side-scroller platformer games. So similar to the games that like Omega plays and showed and whatnot, those are going to be our Sunday games. So we have three different types of genres, I guess you could say, that we run on all 3 different days. So I know you haven't been here before. I just wanted to let you know that if there's a specific type of game you have in mind, we might just cover it on one of our 3 days that we stream. All right, so we're nearing the end of our playthrough of Visions of Mana, and our next objective is to go ahead and go into the palace. So let's see what awaits us there. That was a cutscene. Okay, let's go ahead and progress to the top floor here. I believe we're going to be greeted with the cutscene once we get to the top floor.
Taking this?
We are running with the default party we've had of, the heck are their names now? Morley, Val, and Karina are our default party at the moment. We're actually going to have a double feature this Sunday, Carla, where I'm going to be running a death counter for 2 games, Venture Kid, and, oops, I dropped down, and Micro Mages, which are both NES-style games. So that'll be a lot of fun. And the community voted for me to engage the death counter on all the challenging side-scrollers, so Sunday's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, Cody. Hey, what's going on, Muso? Speaking of side-scrolling retro games, Musa, we were just talking about what we're going to be running on Sunday, which is going to be a double feature of Venture Kid and Micro Mages, which are both challenging side-scrolling platformers. Tune into that; you'll probably like it. Right up your alley.
Palomina, how's Ian?
Fatigue caused his fainting spell. He should get better with bed rest. I apologize for the alarm.
That's good. He should sleep it off.
Ian may be good, but things in Illistana look grim. There's no more water and a Benevolence to blame.
Gandoom may be hiding out in a section of the Luca ruins called the Undertemple.
Then it is our duty to discern the root of the problem. Let us go.
You don't want to stay with Ian?
If it has fallen to me to look out for the capital in Ian's stead, then so be it. Come, we should not delay.
So first, we go past Pritter Ridge to the Luca ruins. Then we need to go further into the Undertemple. As long as we're stocked up on items and gear, we'll be fine.
Okay, so we're heading to the Undertemple. Hey, what's going on, Euphraim? What's going on, my friend? I saw that you were having some technical difficulties on your stream, dude. I hope that you get it all worked out in time for next week. But enjoy the time off. I was just telling the chat that go ahead and tune into the community page because I just dropped a really big announcement for the Batman Arkham City finale. We are going to be running a Batman trivia all night, and the first place will have a selection of 3 different gift options. So yeah, see if that's something you're interested in, dude. And I'd love to have you here on Monday and see if you can nab that first place and the prize. And we're also going to be having a double feature on Sunday for side-scrolling Sunday, which will be a lot of fun. Okay, let's see, where are we going here? Head to the Undertemple. Euphrem said it might be my ISP. Not sure. Happy to be able to catch your stream. Yeah, dude, I was really sad because I normally catch your stream about 10-15 minutes prior to mine, and I saw that you were having technical issues, dude. Look how beautiful and portrait-esque this game is in terms of the visuals and just the art direction. One of the reasons I elected to pick that in the poll. What is your favorite JRPG art direction, essentially? I'd probably have to go with pixel art. I have a certain fondness in my heart for the OG aesthetic. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch to ice. Oh, that's easy. These guys are light work at our level. You only take a break, Cody? How good is your Batman knowledge, Cody? I know that you said you played both Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, correct? You have to have a mixture of different Batman trivia, ranging from the comics to the films to the games, you name it. Animated series. Okay, let's go ahead and get up here. Euphrem said, very beautiful game. Yeah, dude. It's kind of like a painterly aesthetic, right? Where everything's just kind of... It's not... and some of it's cel-shaded, too, which I really dig. Okay, these guys are level 53, I believe. Yeah, we don't want to mess with those guys yet. They one-shotted us 2 streams ago when we were level 10, and I failed to recognize that they were way above our level. Cody said, I didn't read the book. So, Euphrem, I meant to ask you, dude, were you intending on finishing up your Chronos New Dawn playthrough, or is that... I know you're at the very tail end of it. Okay, let me go ahead and run this cutscene and take my camera off for you guys to enjoy.
Luca Ruins.
Reminds me of our last run-in with Bassar. They said he hasn't been caught. What's he up to now, I wonder?
I don't want to wonder about Bassar any more than necessary. Let's just proceed with caution.
I guess we just go the way we did last time, right?
Yes, the Undertemple should be further along our usual route.
So we're essentially just navigating these temples a second time.
Okay, so Bassar, what's his deal?
He was a militant magistrate who managed to make his escape before he was brought to justice.
He's basically the worst person ever who did lots and lots of terrible things. Then, got it. I figured that part out for myself. Jeepers! Where are these monsters coming from?
Oh, great. Not again.
Again? When were you going to share with the class, Val?
The Benevodon's presence has made these monsters more vicious than our last venture, but not enough to stop us.
Three more bosses, really? Dude, that last boss you were fighting was insane. Still need to pick that game up on sale. Cody said, let's see. I've been through a party yesterday. Today I'm chilling. Euphrem said, most likely going to do it off stream and post. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I was thinking it'd probably be a good candidate for you to do off stream. Man, this weapon is very slow. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I do like the attributes it affords you, though. Let's take a look at Unicorn Charge. Okay. I like the light-based abilities. Okay, we have enemy reinforcements. If only I could... I really like how deep the party, or rather the build mechanics are in this game. But my one complaint is that you're not able to really mix and match your weapons. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch this out and go with a different party build, or a different build for Val in particular. Not a fan of how slow he is. Much more about the way Morley plays right now. Okay, let's heal up. Yeah, Monday's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. Wanted to really find a way to give back to the community and just recognize how grateful I am for the Monday, in particular, the Batman series has been going so well and has been so well received. And we are under-leveled here for sure. Man, 4 levels in this game could make a gigantic difference. Let's go ahead and buff our attack. Okay, buff. We'll have a protection spell as well. Switch back to Karina. Let's go ahead and give Karina a chance to have some time in the spotlight here. Okay, let's do a defensive buff again. And let's heal up. Reduce enemies' defense. I built her as kind of a buffer and a debuffer, since she doesn't have a lot in terms of attack power. Okay, let's go ahead and heal again. Heal, heal, heal. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and use her class strike. Yeah, yeah, I could tell, dude. That boss was nothing nice, dude. Okay, more enemy reinforcements. Man, we have reinforcements upon reinforcements here. We probably, in addition to being under-leveled, don't have adequate consumables either. So we might have to go back to the drawing board on this if additional reinforcements persist. I don't think I could switch my build mid-fight, so I'm just gonna have to make do with this. Oh, crap. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, crap, we are completely out of healing candy. Yep, we were not prepared for this. We might have a game over here, guys. Okay, Karina's about to bite the dust. Now we've survived 4 waves though, so I guess nothing to be ashamed of. Yeah, this game might look, in terms of the visuals, like it's just a childish type game, but this game doesn't play around with the difficulty, especially on the higher difficulties. I completely forgot these ladder sections can be pretty brutal. Okay, let's use our fire. Let's go ahead and use another buff. Defensive buff. Come on. So it takes so long to cast, too. Another gripe. Got it. Switch back. Kind of hesitant to go back toward Val, given that he's so slow. Okay, we got it. We got it.
Remind me to find another way down next time. Thanks for the heads up about the monster swarms, by the way. Real helpful.
Sorry, I forgot. Don't be mad.
Aw, was Weedle-Dewey frightened of the monsters?
I apologize if you were scared of the sudden onslaught.
Scared? More like surprised. Anyway, let's go.
Okay, Evil Sword Cornerstone. Cody said, Jazz, it's a fun birthday party. I got cupcakes. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, I'm a big, lately I've been having a very, prominent sweet tooth. Cody said, be prideful, Phoenix, because you give thanks to your fams. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really appreciate everyone here. It wouldn't be worthwhile and engaging for myself to create content and do streams if I didn't have such a great community behind me. Mike says, how's everyone doing today? I'm doing well, dude. How are you doing?
There's a lot of family resemblance between
Alan said,
you
doing
and
great
me.
here, Mike. How are you?
Really? I have hardly ever heard people say that.
It's mostly in your attitude. Like how you both try too hard and refuse to take enough breaks.
Gonna refill our health. We're about to fight the Benevolent of Water. Alan said, oh, yeah, I already read that. Okay. I think we're at least almost done with this dungeon. They're just rehashes of our first time here, just with a caveat of much more difficult enemies. Okay.
You all made it. That's great.
Undine! We were informed that the Benevodon of Water inhabits these lower levels of the ruins. Are you all right?
As you can see, I'm right as rain. This place is my favorite in all of KDL. So peaceful, usually. But Gandoom has been causing quite a ruckus in these parts lately. And now, I hear that the waters of Illistana have dried up. Honestly, make sure you give that monster a good talking to. My powers aren't what they used to be, so I can't help much. But I'm with you in spirit.
We will do whatever we can. That is why we have come.
Under temple.
Peaceful
Okay,
as
so I was
that.
wrong.
Undine's got a nice little place here. Karina, I don't think peaceful means what you think it means.
I wonder if we're able to exit or come back,
Leave me alone, okay?
given that we are not prepared for this dungeon. I'm being just completely brutally honest. We do not have any consumables left. Let's take a look really quick at our items. Okay, so this heals all ally status effects. We have 25 cup of wishes, so a crap ton of cup of wishes. Oh, we do have candy. Why wasn't it letting us use it? We have 23 candy. That is interesting that it wouldn't let us use it. Okay, I guess we are ready then, if we do have that. Let's try it. And make sure, everyone, that you have your live chat enabled, especially on Monday. Coming up for the trivia. I'm gonna go ahead and verbally indicate the questions, but also write it in the live chat. Mike said, "Phoenix, how do we participate in the Batman Trivia Night?" It's pretty simple. Well, first of all, I didn't realize I had my camera off. Hey, what's going on, Chris? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, we're just getting into episode 4, Visions of Mana. I originally thought that we were gonna finish it tonight, but I don't want to rush it. I feel like we'll probably take 1.5 more streams. We'll probably go a little bit shorter tonight, to be honest, and then probably have a relatively short stream this Friday and next Friday. But to answer your question, Mike, to enter the new Batman Trivia Night coming up for the finale, all you have to do is be subscribed. So that's going to be the only stream I'm going to have where I'm going to enable subscriber mode to where only subscribers could comment. So just to level the playing field and make it to where everyone's able to vote accordingly on the chat, or rather to submit their answers for the Batman Trivia. I'm going to enable subscriber mode. So just ensure that you're a subscriber and you'll be able to participate. And then whoever obtains the most number of points at the conclusion of the night is, I'm going to have Jazz double check. She's going to be running a tally to double check my numbers as well and my calculations to ensure we're on the same page. And then I'll announce the winner at the conclusion of the chat after we deliberate a little bit and make sure everything's accurate. Okay, so we have to get through. I don't want to get these enemies, to be honest. Every little bit of experience helps, especially when we're under-leveled by 4 levels. How's your night going, Chris? I assume that you're excited for the weekend. It's gonna be a fun one, dude. I have to take down, I know you did this a while before I did, but we have to take down all our Christmas decorations tomorrow. Granted, it's not that many this time. It's not very much, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have to tag team with the kids.
Weird.
It's an ancient under temple. It was bound to be strange somehow.
Okay. What is it? Oh, this is... Oh, I see. Just to collect the grizzly syrup. Okay, let's enable that again if we can. There it is. Oh my god, you can't do a double jump in that? Okay. One single jump. And then hopefully we could double jump. Yep.
The dud bears will
There we
love
go.
this. Oh, guess I'll sit back and enjoy the ride. Nice. Got it.
Chris says, looking for a little while out. Oh my god, bowling, huh? That sounds fun, dude. I have not been bowling in, man, at least a year and a half.
It could have been
I was getting
used
pretty
as a
good
place
too.
to pray or train.
There was a period of time where I was getting pretty darn good. Oh, before we progress, let me go ahead and switch. I was complaining about Val's element, and then I'm doing nothing about it. Okay, how do we do that? We go to Vessel, and let's go ahead and switch him back to, let's actually go ahead and make him Darkness. Oh, never mind, that's the Berserker Greatsword, isn't it? I want to run with, let's see, Weapon Master, I guess. I like the Gnome Shovel. Okay.
Hopefully we get some interesting.
Oh, we have a Mimic here. Crap, he froze us. Whirlwind Spear. We're able to clear all those guys out with our class skill. Okay, we got a Magic Sigil Plus. Raises max MP by 20%.
Oh yeah.
We're just doing a little bit of exploring here. Okay, let's go get back to the main path here.
I'll carry on from here.
Okay, now we can switch back to Val, because now we don't have to worry about that very lethargic weapon. So what did everyone do this week at, what did your weeks consist of this week? Was it just a typical work week, or did you guys take any vacation time?
Are you worried about the waste?
Tell me what you had going on this week and what you guys have planned for the weekend. Okay, let's switch to the electric element. We'll infuse our sword with the electric element. Okay, we got him. Nice. Oh yeah, Jazz said, does anyone have plans this weekend? Let's use this. I'm normally not a fan of water levels. I have to be completely transparent, but this one's not terrible.
Don't mind if I do.
There's some interesting mechanics they build off of. Let's go ahead and get this. Grizzly
You said that
syrup.
people used to come pray at the Luca ruins.
Changing the water levels. Employ the Undine Flask here to change the water levels within the ruin. This can reveal submerged items or turn obstacles into your path forward. Okay.
Right? Do you think
could do
they
that.
came down here too?
Indeed. There are many texts that suggest just
Okay,
such a
we're raising the water level.
Now I understand why people would wish to worship at the Undertemple too.
Oh, nice, Euphraim. That's cool. That's very cool, dude. Euphraim said, getting ready for Junior's birthday party next weekend. Remind me, dude, how old is Junior? Yeah, our youngest, baby Phoenix, is going to be 6 in just a month and a half. So, a little over a month, not quite a month and a half. Temporarily increases lucre gain in battle. Okay, I'm not terribly concerned about that. We already have an abundance of items, and in terms of lucre, we almost have 30,000. So we're good there. Let's judge that. Again.
Guess I'll sit back and enjoy the ride. I'll be taking this.
Okay.
Right. I'm at full strength.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. I think this is the boss. Holy cow, 7, huh? Wow. Yeah, those years go by fast. So your junior's a year older than our daughter. Very nice. Yeah, our middle kiddo just turned 11 not too long ago. Okay, so let's go ahead and replenish our health, our magic, and our ability points. Alan said, I must work this weekend, but I've been off the last 3 days and just relax. It's been nice. Hey, what's going on, Farrell? How you doing, my friend? I was just telling everyone essentially what we have planned for Monday with the big Batman trivia night and prizes, and then also telling them about the doubleheader on Sunday coming up. And then Ephraim was telling us about he's preparing for this weekend for Junior's birthday party. That's awesome, dude. Really happy for you and the family. Okay, we're fighting Shreegil. Okay, so apparently Shreegil is weak to fire. Okay, that'll be nice to know. Let's go ahead and hit him with the Whirlwind Spear. Jazz said, oh snap, Feral Inferno is here. And I did mess with Alan said, I must work this weekend, but I've been off the last 3 days. Oh, nice, dude. That is, sometimes you just need those days, right? Those recuperate days for your mental health as well as your body. Especially if you're in the retail business or like the fast food or blue collar type work. I 100% sympathize with that. Okay, let's go ahead and use defense. And let's go ahead and use her ability. Let's see, she doesn't have it charged yet, so we're not ready to employ our Xenoblade 2 battle chance yet. So he's weak to fire, so let's go ahead and imbue our weapons with fire. That was not fire, that was earth. Now we're on fire. Nice. Yeah, one of my other complaints of this game is that, especially on the higher difficulties that you're playing on, the enemies are a little spongy, a little damage spongy, and there's not much you could do about it. Like, for example, I'm hitting him with his elemental weakness, and it's doing pretty minuscule damage. Okay, let's go ahead and switch back. And this is not the Benevodon of water, by the way. This is just the mini boss. Luminous Thrust, says Farrell. Yeah, I actually switched out. I have to get Luminous Thrust back because I decided I was not a fan of Val with the in Paladin class because he's so slow. So I'm gonna have to give someone else the Luminous Thrust. Actually, now that I think about it, it was actually Karina, right? Karina had Luminous Thrust when she was imbued with light magic, so we'll just have to revert her to the Luminous Thrust. Oh, look at the damage I'm doing on this dude. Like, granted, he is way higher level than us, but look at this. I've been hammering away at this guy, and he is not. We're not seeing the fruit of our labor here. Have to keep plugging away with this fire magic. Now, actually, nope, we can't. I was about to say maybe I could switch to the fire element for the elemental vessel, but it won't let me do that mid-combat. How's Farrell doing this evening? Farrell said, well, that looks like a shark, says Jazz. Yeah, she's not. Jazz is absolutely deathly afraid of sharks. Gonna be on work mode for most of the evening. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. I remember what you were telling me earlier, dude. No problemo. I appreciate you stopping by and lurking. And I was also telling the chat that I anticipated finishing this game tonight, but I don't want to rush through it, so I'm just probably going to just do like 2 or 3 hour stream, so relatively short by Friday standards, so that we could save next Friday for the grand finale. Man, this is taking forever to get this dude out of here. Okay, let's go ahead and buff us. That's one thing we haven't done. Let's go ahead and buff our offense, debuff his defense. Okay, we'll try that approach. a little bit better. Let's hit her. Let's hit him with the Clash Strike again. Okay, so that's not the Clash Strike we want to use. That was fairly negligible in terms of impact. Carol said, but I'm fueled up. Just had a giant Popeye burrito and cinnamon churros. Oh, really, dude? Crafty said, Pharaoh's undercover in Miami. Crafty is making considerable progress on his first draft of Feral and Phoenix. God, I really hope that the main boss isn't this tanky. 10 minutes later. Let's imbue our sword with fire again. It's pretty cool how he has like those tentacles though, almost like a chimera. Like a chimera's tail. I'm gonna have to ask Jess to hook me up with a sweet treat here soon. Okay, let's try this instead. Cerberus Strike. Oh. Okay, that's better. That's better damage. Still not ideal, but much better than Whirlwind Spear. Crap, we're getting hurt again. We are taking a lot of damage in these fights. There's not much we could do about it either. Okay, it's still up. We almost got him. Finally, we almost got him. Thank God we didn't lose in this fight, right? We have to do this all over again. Okay, we got him. Praise the Lord, we got him. Nice. We leveled up nearly to level 33 in the process.
Was that our second brush with a giant?
All right, we have his core stone.
You're right. There was that time on the Prim too. It was squiddy, right?
I have never seen a more squiddish squid.
Never seen a more squiddish squid. Well, that wasn't much of a squid, to be honest. Like Jess said, he looked more like a shark with an interesting appendages there.
Oh dear,
Pharaoh said, if this is Miami and in this blizzard, then hell hath truly frozen over. Touché, my friend, touché. I really like casting this, having a redundant healer, because we have both, in addition to all the consumables we have, we're not taking any chances, because I have Morley as the default healer, but then I have Karina with redundant healing capabilities. So in theory, we should be okay.
I could go another round.
I'm gonna bypass these guys, especially these purple guys. They're a little bit time-consuming, and I want to already get to the Benevodon here. Actually, I think we got turned around. Let's go ahead and go left here. Yeah, we got turned around. Burrell said, or rather, Euphraim said, that sounds tasty. Well, actually, did I not get turned around? What is going on here? So we came from there. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to loop around. So I'm guessing we go left and then we loop around. You're just chilling, Cody? What do you, are you still playing some Atelier?
It feels like every time I see Niccolo, he's got a pep talk ready.
Father has always been an
So I guess this is the right way.
I wish more of that had
We have to raise the water level, right?
Since
Since this is, for all intents and purposes, the water temple.
I'll be taking this. Don't mind if I do.
Okay, we have to lower ourselves down here. That's right, that's
Enjoy
right.
the ride. Oh, guess I'll sit back and enjoy the ride.
Farrell said, it's a chicken burrito smothered in spinach queso. Oh, nice, dude.
Bugbears will
I could
love
definitely use some good old Mexican food. We had a really good homemade chicken with, what was it, pesto, babe? I don't recall what it was, but it was delicious. We had leftovers tonight. We had it last night. We were on our date night. We were going to go out to dinner, but we decided we didn't have enough time before the movie, so we just had a homemade meal. Jazz says, I'm trying to put baby Phoenix to bed, but she wanted some bedtime cereal, lol. Keep turning into us, honey, with our late night snacks. Especially myself. Like, I can't go to sleep without like a bowl of cereal or a bowl of ice cream or something. Okay, here's the Benevodon, guys.
Looks kind of suspicious. What do you think, Val?
Yeah.
We had mashed
I think
potatoes
should
with
be
rice and
careful
creamy
from here
garlic
on
chicken.
out.
Okay.
Show us the wonders of mana. I'm at.
Okay. So I anticipate this being another enemy that's weak to fire. So part of me wants to change our elemental vessels a little bit. So right now we have the healing, for all intents and purposes, the healing element. So we'll keep Morley as such, but I'm going to switch Karina to fire. Let's take a look what she looks like. We haven't unlocked this class yet. Let's take a look. Salamander. Oh, nice. She looks pretty cool. Oh, but she's melee based. She's like a monk. We need something a little bit longer range. Or preferably, let's see.
So this is the power
The Divine Fist. Man, who wants to get that Divine Fist action? Alright. Fiery pugilists that gain multiple supportive effects after executing a class strike in battle. Their fists fly faster than the eye can see. Weapon type glove, class strike, crimson clash. Okay, we'll give it a shot. We'll see if we like it.
Full strength.
Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and switch out. Okay, we'll still use her as our primary buffer and healer, or redundant healer. See how we do in this fight.
Gandoom! Benevodon of water, get out here! I know you can hear me! What do you think you're doing, attacking the mana tree like that? And now you set your sights on Illistana's water? You won't be able to get more mana power that way. Go back to bed, you big goof.
Here he comes. We had a crocodile. Oh, we had a
Never mind.
shark. Now we have a crocodile.
Understand me. I'll leave this to you. Let's do our best.
Let's give this a shot, guys, to see how effective. Oh, nice. We're already doing more damage. Look at that attack we just did. Not bad. Let's go ahead and imbue ourselves with fire before we proceed. A place called Coronas. Oh, you were telling me about that, Farrell. Yeah. Looking forward to checking that out. What other games are you playing in addition to Atelier, Cody? Look at that. We are plugging away at damage on this dude. Okay, let's switch back to Karina. Let's go ahead and do a buff and a debuff. Oh, crap. Let's heal. Heal, heal, heal. Come on, caster. Okay, we almost have enough. Let's try this new class strike, guys. Oh, nice. 1500 damage. Doesn't really have the aesthetic flair, but did a lot of damage. Okay, we already almost have half health. Taking him almost to half his health, which is nice. Where are those pots? There. Crap. This guy does do a lot of damage, though. They did not play around on this harder difficulty, guys. Okay, we have... Come on, come on, come on. Good. Okay, let's switch back to Karina and do that fire ability again. Flash strike. Nice, 1600 damage this time. No complaints there. Yeah, I almost thought I was going to have to delay the stream tonight, guys, because I had to go into the office today. I normally work from home on Fridays, but I had kind of a nightmare last 2 days at work, to be honest. And I barely got home like 30 minutes before the stream. Nice. We almost got him already. And that's weird when you have the mini boss as more difficult than the main boss, right? Crap. He almost wiped us with that, though. Have to be careful. Still have to be careful. Got him. As well. On the cusp of level 30, what was it, 35?
Hey, you.
36?
Hopefully, this is the last time we'll have to call on you for help with monsters. The Aqua Orb is no longer in Gandoom's possession, so it should return to the fountain shortly. Everything will be as it was.
Illistana's water will return? That is a relief indeed.
Palomina, I'm lucky that you and the other alms were here to help. I can only hope that nothing like this ever happens again. But that's my burden to bear. You were my choice for the Alm of Water, after all. I can't expect you to fix things forever.
Thank you for your blessing and for your concern. The fate of Illistana is never far from my mind, I must admit. I have postponed my obligations as Alm for a time. There are things that must be handled in order to protect Illistana and beyond.
My. I see you've become even more responsible while you've been away.
I owe it all to this arduous adventure. My comrades and I have conquered countless difficulties.
I'm glad to hear it. But enough chit-chat. You have a capital to take care of. Go let everyone know we're back in business.
Yes, I appreciate all of your assistance thus far, Undine.
Palomina, your leadership skills are quite impressive. The capital's unrest was swiftly dealt with.
I merely performed the practices that any king's proxy would.
A whisper or two might have floated past my ears that the people still prefer their veteran queen to their greenhorn king.
They are entitled to their opinions. However, our residents are quite aware of an alm's obligations. Once Ian has been officially sworn in as ruler of the realm, there will be nary a naysayer, I have no doubt.
Aww, I want to see Ian's coronation ceremony.
Everybody accounted for? Wonderful. Ian is almost fully recovered, too. You may see him if you wish.
I am decidedly in your debt, Niccolo. To have come to our aid with hardly any notice and fewer explanations.
Your Majesty, the least I could do was help pacify the citizens in their time of need. If you ask me, what matters now is seeing to King Ian. His fur's been on end waiting for Mew since he woke up.
To the palace. We have to check on Ian.
All right, to the palace, like he said. And let's go ahead and re-up on our consumables, since we depleted our cash pretty considerably there.
What will it be?
Okay, so we don't need an upgrade on any of these. But now we should probably upgrade to the Mithril Knuckle, which looks pretty cool.
Will that be all?
Now that we're using the monk class.
Much appreciated.
Yes. I think we're good otherwise. Let's go ahead and sell. What were the previous knuckles for Karina? Spike glove. Okay, we can't sell that because that's our base starting weapon. Okay, so we're good. Let's go ahead and go to the other vendors. Thank you for the GGs, Mike. Yeah, that boss is really easy in comparison to... I mean, neither boss are really challenging, but in terms of how tedious that mini-boss was, it's a little bit cumbersome, to say the least. Welcome!
Please, peruse what we have. Come again
Peruse
soon.
what we have. Well, nothing you have is worth my time, my friend. Yeah, everything he... Well, we still didn't get the consumables. Nothing he had was an improvement upon what we currently have.
Welcome. We have a fine selection.
Alright, we are going to load up on these candies, since they're our primary means of healing outside of our healers. Okay, let's go with 18, make it a nice even 30. Fairy Walnut restores 50 MP.
Good choice. Thanks for the purchase.
I think we're good here. Cup of Wishes, we're good.
Good choice. Thanks for the purchase.
Okay, I think we're good otherwise. Ability Seed Exchange, we're good there. Let's go ahead and go to the Grizzly Syrup Exchange, though. Redeem Grizzly Syrup. Okay, Honey Elixir. Why not? We have 98 of those Grizzly Syrups. Restores all HP for an ally. Okay. We'll take all of them off your hands. Oh, we didn't even have to buy these. We were able to just get them through the exchange. But I like to be over-prepared. We're going to get the Curious Cookie for Feral Inferno. Temporarily increases XP. We're going to have to start using that. We haven't used any of those. Like 15%. Oh, look at this. Look at 3 different cookies for you, Feral. We have the Curious Cookie, the Miracle Cookie, and the Mythic Cookie. Temporary by 20%. Oh, wow. We're definitely going to load up on this. We need all that good cookie goodness. Oh, we have some strength serums. Stamina serums. Okay, we're out. Feral with the chocolate chip cookie and the fortune cookie emotes. Okay, so we're returning to Ian. I like the peaceful OST in this. Kind of gives you what it would be like countryside Italy vibes. The Italian countryside, where I would love to reside for a summer evening. Okay, let's go ahead and go right in here. Return, yes. Whoops. That might appear.
So much has happened while I was unconscious. Thank you for your assistance with the Benevodon, and I am sorry for being unable to lend any sort of support in the end.
Don't apologize, Ian. We know how hard you've been working. You needed a break.
Besides, I bet even Palomino wasn't perfect when she first started ruling Illistana. You'll get there.
In moments like these, rely on your allies. Everyone needs a hand sometimes.
Such kind words. I thank you, but I know that I can do better. Palomina's legacy must not be sullied by my inexperience. I will ask for aid from Niccolo and the rest of the magistrates when I need it. There is still so much to learn about governance. But I know that I will be all right. Do not worry about me, Palomina. Please continue on your pilgrimage.
Ian, I have made up my mind. There is much I can yet do to help you on your path. There should be procedures in place when the capital is in peril. That is one of the many things I neglected to negotiate before I left. But more than that, I swore I would support your succession to the throne. Therefore, I swear anew that I will find a way to return to your side.
But what about your duty as the Alm of Water?
Remember, I made a promise in the past. I have to ensure you become the finest of kings in the future.
Mina.
Okay. Man.
One
Okay.
should always honor their promises.
Nice.
I will return.
Okay,
There's a
so
lot
now
we
we
need
have
to
to
do.
defeat the remaining
All of
unsealed
it will help you
benevodons.
keep that promise.
Yes, I will pay attention to the future, not the past.
Let's go with ice one. I'm assuming that's what this one is. Return the moonlit parish.
Tormarni was sealed near the moonlit parish. Are you ready to face it?
Parishioners can freely enter Aetern now. Hopefully that's the only change we have to worry about.
Said, Farrell going dark for a while. Chat with y'all soon. Again, hopefully later tonight. If not, have a wonderful evening. Yeah, you do the same, my friend. Best of luck with all the reporting and everything you have to get done tonight. And if not, I'm sure I'll catch you afterwards. After the stream and tomorrow as well.
Here? In Aetern?
The parish is no longer unbreachable. Now everyone can work toward providing a future for our homeland.
I do sense traces of Benevodon activity in the area. Don't let your guards down.
Really? Nothing looks weird to me.
Fairy is right. My fur is standing on end. Though, who can say if a Benevodon is the cause? Huh? Milpa is here. He'll have some insight into what's been going on in the parish.
It's refreshing to see a familiar face. Let's talk to Milpa.
All right, let's go ahead and find Milpa. Here he is.
Milpa, a pleasure as always.
Why, if it isn't Morley in the Alms! Good to see you. But Morley, should you really be coming back to Aetern, you still have a duty to fulfill.
Some unavoidable circumstances bring us to the parish. Don't worry, we are here with the goddess's blessing.
Oh, then I suppose the goddess really has given up on Aetern. What's a little bit of disaster among friends, am I right?
Are you feeling well, Milpa?
This guy's Dill.
Forgive me. I simply find everything funny these days. Since you managed to revive the Moon Elemental, the scattered citizens of Aetern have started to return to the parish, hoping to rebuild their fallen homeland. Lately, it's as if everyone has lost their minds. One minute they burst into tears, the next they're fighting in the streets. Turn around and they're laughing at nothing. Forget about repairing the parish. I can't remember what I was talking about a second ago. If this isn't to do with Aetern's prophecy, I'll eat a pacool. You Alms had best leave before it starts affecting you too. Hurry now!
It's not just my imagination, right? Milpa was acting strange.
Decidedly. He's always been a calm, nurturing person, not one to laugh at other people's misfortune. If these are recent developments, it's likely caused by the influence of the Benevodon of the Moon.
Morley, I'm so sorry. It was all my fault. I was wrong.
Karina? What are you talking about?
You know, back at the Dead-Eye Cliffs, you
Forgot
were
about
worried
this.
about a Terran's prophecy, and I carelessly brushed it off. But you were right all along. If only I'd listened to you. How could I be so cruel?
No, I'm pretty sure none of us could have foreseen these circumstances back then. It's not worth crying over.
You are being far too merciful, Morley.
Palomina?
How could you let that Nilpa man get away with such flippancy? He was completely out of line. Oh, I have a veritable tidal wave of tirades that I would visit upon him. In fact, I think I shall.
Hold on, Palomina. How will yelling at Milpa fix the situation?
Karina's in tears and Palomina wants to throw down on innocent townspeople. What are the odds?
Too late! Stop picking on me!
Do not think that I will let that slight slide. I am righteously irate right now.
You're not righteously anything.
Woohoo! Now's the perfect opportunity to get some practicing in.
Oh no, everybody's gone nuts! Morley, please tell me you haven't lost your mind. I can't be the only sane one.
No. I'm unaffected, I think.
Pull yourselves together! You're the only ones rational enough to fix this mess.
You look like you have your wits about you too, Fairy.
Luna should be okay as well. I'll say to her, you get your companions somewhere where they can rest.
The parish isn't exactly bustling yet, but there should be an inn we can use.
Everyone's off kilter in this place. Hopefully rest will help.
Okay, let's go ahead and move to the end. Completely forgot about this section, how bonkers it was. Yes.
Here.
Oh my, oh me. It's an honor. We'll prepare our best rooms. Stay as long as you like. A month, a year, anything. Well, can I stay for free for a month? There's a chance everyone will be back to normal after some sleep. Bet on it, buddy.
I can't sleep unless I have my favorite pillow. I want to go home, back to Longren.
Come now. Turn that frown upside down and have a long and luxurious nap.
Dark thoughts catch up with you at night. All nights might look the same to you, but at my age, every shade of twilight is different.
I can't deal with this.
If only I had lost it too.
Don't you dare leave me alone with him, Morley!
Why are we unaffected, do you think?
I have an answer for that query.
Oh, Luna, it's you. It feels like ages since we last saw each other. Perhaps it has been.
The reason you two have stayed unaltered is because of your elemental affinities. You are alms of the heart and mind. Alms of the moon, light, and darkness should be able to resist the influences of the benevodon of the moon.
So Aish wouldn't have gone crazy either?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I wish Aish were here.
Until you have subdued Tormarni, I fear that the people of Aetern will remain befuddled indefinitely. It is hard to see tragedy once again visited upon the poor people of Aetern so soon after it was liberated from stasis.
I feel the same, both as a parishioner and an Ulm. It is my responsibility to see that Tormarni is dealt with.
If anyone can fix this, I believe it is you, Morley. The Benevodon has taken up residence in Castle Crescino. The moon has the power to alter people's perception. Please do not be fooled by its shadows or mystique.
It's up to us to free Aetern from the Benevodon's influence. Shall we, Val?
After you, Morley. Let's head to Crescino and get to it.
Hey, you guys. Come on, take us with you. I don't want to stay behind.
Let's take them with. Who knows what they would get up to if we leave them alone.
What's going on, Terry? How you doing, brother?
The castle was past the north gate.
Regal Aquarian says, evening, late to the stream, but this game looks great. Another one added to the list. Yeah, dude, this is one that I highly recommend, especially if you like JRPGs with an action emphasis. They did a pretty good job of, like, for example, you could see how much depth is in the on the class system. Essentially, the old school Final Fantasy job system. You have every character can get built into a different elemental affinity, and then as such, it changes the way they play and their job in class. So different buffs, debuffs, they all have different skill trees and perks associated with them. So, for example, for Val, the main protagonist, I have him aligned to the Weapon Master job type, which is aligned with the element of, what is this? The element of rock, element of earth. For Karina, I have her aligned with the element of fire, and she becomes a Divine Fist, which is similar to like a monk in Final Fantasy old job terms. And then for our third party member, I have him aligned to essentially be the primary healer of the party. So he's considered the samurai class / job. But I have redundant healers in our party. So he's the primary healer, but I've built Karina to have healing properties, and she's our primary buff and debuff. So you could get pretty creative with different builds on this game. Even though it's action emphasized, it has that emphasis on real-time responsiveness. There's a lot of strategic depth to it too. So I really recommend it. It's a good game.
I think.
Okay,
It's now or
head to
never.
Castle Crescendo. Yeah, we're probably going to be doing... I was going to try to finish the series tonight, but I'm probably going to push it to one more and have the finale next Friday. And then we're going to open up our next JRPG Friday series. We'll announce it at the conclusion of next Friday. Let's see here. What did Jess say? Hello, Terry, she said. Farrell is sweet. Yeah, he is. That's why he's made... Yeah, and Terry said, hey, sis, Jazz. Hey, what's going on, Michael? David, how's it going, brother? We are about an hour and a half into our episode 4 playthrough of Visions of Mana. And I was also explaining to the community earlier a little bit what to expect on Sundays. We're having a double feature on Sunday. The community voted to have the death counter on all the pivotal type games where they're going to be very challenging side-scrolling type platformers. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have a double feature with Venture Kid and Micro Mages, which are two NES side-scrollers, NES style. They're more modern games, but they're styled after NES games and actually developed on the NES hardware. And then Monday is going to be the finale of Batman Arkham Knight, and we're going to have our Batman Trivia Night, and whoever gets first place in the trivia is going to qualify for one of 3 prizes. So go ahead and check out the community post to get more information. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this chest and progress to the castle.
Let me see. Is this?
Hey, what's going on, Arcane Cosmo? How's it going, dude? Hope you're having a good Friday evening thus far, and looking forward to catching your stream after mine. Everyone's saying hi to each other. All right, here comes a cutscene, gentlemen.
So this is the castle?
I sense trouble ahead. It must be the presence of the Benevodon Tormarni.
Was that the Benevodon?
I hate frogs. I'm scared. Someone hold my hand. A Benevodon? Ugh, no biggie.
Things look grim.
Don't waver now. We've come this far. We can handle anything.
So crescendo. I'm gonna say crescendo, right? Oh, and it looks like another cutscene. Sorry. Just kidding.
I've never been inside this place, mostly since I heard it was overrun with monsters.
Are there frogs? Please tell me there are no frogs here.
Wow! Get a load of this palace. It's huge. Makes me want to dance.
Huh? Is someone there? Yup. There are definitely people over there.
It looks like it did during the eclipse.
No. Too many people. I hate that. Oh, I know. These are ghosts. I've read all about them.
Huh. Deja vu. We saw some of these here spooky folks when we first visited a town on our pilgrimage, right?
What did I just say? So they are ghosts after all. Make it stop.
These illusions are the parishioners who disappeared 16 years ago. What is going on?
Well, they're looking right at us. Maybe they have unfinished business?
No sign of my mother. None of that. These visions aren't real. I can't let myself be manipulated by the Benevodon's tricks. Defeating Tor Marni is our priority. We should press on.
Oh, Morley.
How easily the heart is swayed. This is harder than I thought.
Don't worry. Someone somewhere will come along and take care of all this.
Uh-huh. But that someone happens to be us, Karina.
So let's go ahead and, while I was telling Terry about the different complex builds you can craft, I'm still neglecting a lot of our upgrade points. I'm just trying to get right into the action and leaping in before assessing the situation and equipping us properly. So let's go ahead and go to Elemental Plot and start upgrading, because we have 110 points to spend. So we have quite a bit. Mike Cole said, I ate an apple fritter while my sub sandwich is being toasted in the oven. I'm so happy the holiday weekend is here. Oh, absolutely, dude. Having that 3-day weekend is going to make everything better. My last 2 days at work have been somewhat terrible. Normally, I don't have a lot of negative things to say about my job, but the last 2 days, things hit the fan. So, unfortunately, required for me to be on site today, which I'm normally remote on Friday. And not only did I have to go on site as an anomaly, I was there like twice as long as I normally would be on Monday through Thursday. So I barely made it here for the stream. And then thankfully, Jazz had my dinner and everything ready to roll. Otherwise, I would have been late. Okay, so we have him equipped with, as we said, the element of wood. Is that what they say? So let's go ahead and the element of wood. You got Hardman and Woodman. Go ahead and give him Hawk Sight. Raises the stun rate of projectile moves. Oh, but we haven't equipped him with any projectile moves by 250%. Okay, let's go ahead and rectify that.
Keep it up.
We're gonna give him a projectile move. Let's see. Can we? No, we're locked there. Arena, we have 110 as well. We're repurposing her right now as the Starlancer class, right? No. As the whatever the monk top class is called. What is it? I don't remember. Okay, but we have a lot of work to do here. We have 110 points we could spend. 111. So let's go ahead and give her Blaze Focus, which it creates a scorching heat wave in front of self. Deals fire damage to enemy. Okay. Pretty standard, but I think that's a projectile, right? Okay, let's go ahead and do Fighting Spirit. Ignores 20% of the enemy defense when attacking with the class strike. Okay. Strengthen. Attack, so another buff for attack.
I'm getting stronger day by day.
Okay, this one is going to infuse the battlefield with fire, I believe. Catches all enemies in a battle arena on fire. Okay, we'll do that. Still have 60 points to use. Okay, we could do one more. Morale boost. Fills the class skill gauge by 4%. Okay. So before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and equip Val with projectile. So let's go to moves. We have Fireball. So do we want to get rid of... I'm trying to think of which one we haven't really used. I would say Stone Saber has been the least helpful. So let's go ahead and rid of Stone Saber and replace that with Fireball to take advantage of that buff we just equipped. Now let's go back to the elemental plot and continue to upgrade. We can't upgrade Karina anymore, right? Yeah, she's maxed out, but we can upgrade Morley with the element of whatever this is, the plant element. Okay, so we'll give him Quick Draw. Ignores 10% of enemy defense when using special attacks. Oh, we actually can't afford that one. That one is... Oh, I see what it is. We're maxed out on that. We would need to unlock this next section of the elemental plot. Okay, so we're pretty much maxed out right now. Euphraim said, really cool. Yeah, this game is really cool when it comes to the how customizable it is with your builds. And this is actually probably my favorite Benevodon, because he's like a psychological type Benevodon that, obviously, as you could see, impacts the party's psychological status. Okay, let's go.
I thought this place would look more run down.
Actually, I think we're looking at Castle Cresceno as it was in the past. But how? It doesn't look like we can get into the rest of the castle from here. Maybe there's another path.
Ooh, and what might we have here? An hourglass? Ooh, how mysterious. Makes me want to touch it!
You know, I think I feel moon energy coming from this thing.
In that case, the Luna Globe might help us figure this out.
Well, you know what you gotta do with hourglasses. Spin them round and round. That's what...
The Lunar Sandglass. Replenish the Sandglass using elemental power of the Luna Globe, and you will be able to move between the past and the present. Oh, that's right. I forgot that they had the past and present mechanics here. Comparing the two timelines would be key to progressing. Okay.
Look what the Luna Globe can do!
That's pretty cool.
I wanna spin it!
Your mood swings make my head spin.
Your mood swings make my head spin. That's hilarious. Okay.
Taking this?
Okay, so this is the past, right? Or is it this the future? Let me see. Let me go back.
Power of mana!
Wish I was a little bit quicker, the transition. Okay, so I'm guessing that this is the past. And then when it's destroyed, that's the future. Or just wear and tear.
The flow of time isn't stable here.
Okay, let's go down.
Got some syrup.
Brother left for beat watch duty. Thank the goddess he's far from the parish. Okay, can we go down here? We can. Okay, so we're in a different time period when we're down here. Anything explorable here in terms of, or obtainable when we explore? Something over there. This is just experience boost, right? Yeah, that's just an experience.
Looks like I'm in luck, huh?
Don't care about that. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and initiate this, see how it changes the atmosphere. Okay, nice. There's the Dark Knight. I think I'm gonna like this class for Karina. It seems really fast. And it looks like it's pretty high, has a high damage output as well. Switch back to Val, hit him with that fireball. Yeah, it actually did do a lot of damage in comparison to previous, prior to the buff. So I think that was a worthwhile addition. Okay, we leveled up. Level 34. Is there anything over here? Nothing. Let's go ahead and climb up here and follow the path laid before us of grizzly syrup. Alright. Up to this figment of our imagination.
Oh no.
Do not be mired in the past. Step into the bright future ahead.
Yes.
Dude is giving us imparting life knowledge. Okay, here. The beholder. Oh, look at these. We have some one-eyed enemies here. See if they're weak to fire. It's been my default element. No, they are not. Let's use those fists of fury. Come on. Come on, stop locking onto the wrong enemy. Gosh. Okay, we got it. Okay.
Okay, who's next?
Okay, let's go ahead and talk to this spirit.
Luna, please hear our prayers. Save us from this time stop. I have to see my friend. She's waiting for me in Rada.
Oh, you can't slam downwards? He's getting spoiled with the downward thrust of the other characters. Let's go ahead and talk to this gentleman first.
Is this place from the time of the Revolutionary King? What a mess. Who was it? Who broke the lunar sand glass? Who ruined things for everyone?
Thanks for the pick-me-up.
We're good there. Okay, let's initiate this.
Time to shine. The flow of time isn't stable here.
Okay, so we already did that. What about... What did that change, though? So this guy's gonna have the same dialogue, right? Yeah. Okay, so it changed something over here, right? No, it did not. Okay, so we have to go back in here and play around with this, I believe. Open the path before me, baby.
Here.
Nope. Didn't do anything. Okay, maybe we have to do a combination of the two. So we're good there, good there. We can't access this here, right? Nope. Okay, let's initiate this again. What are we missing? What are we
The flow of
missing?
time isn't stable here.
Maybe go in here and initiate this one first.
Resonate.
Okay, it's resonating.
The flow of time isn't stable here.
Okay, here we go. This changed things. Got it.
I always wanted to be named the Alm of the Moon, but there aren't many alms here at all. Any alms here at all. What's happening?
Your guess is as good as mine, buddy. Okay, we're getting some additional lucre.
Yes?
Yes, we are ghosts displaced in time. No one should know we are here, lest our existence alter the timeline of the world at large.
Got some syrup. Yes.
Okay. So let's say mimic box.
Ooh, I spied my little awesome treasure. Come on, let's open it, pretty please.
We're a little busy trying to get out of this area, Karina.
Hey, do you see that pile of gears over there? Maybe we can climb that.
We can probably make it if we jump off the highest part of the cog.
Aw, come on. Who cares about some stupid old gears? What's in the box? Don't you want to take a look inside? Huh? Don't you?
Okay, Karina. If you're that concerned, we'll open it.
A jump we can just fly over with Ramco's.
Jazz said, Baby Phoenix is taking forever to go to bed. Go to bed. This is exactly why I fall asleep with her.
You think Flammy's the answer?
Yep, that was a mimic. Level 36 to be precise.
Behold my power!
Okay, this is the super strike. We can take all these guys out right away. It's only targeting that one enemy. I wanted to hit the entire group. Darn it. Hit all of them at the conclusion of the attack, but I wanted it to hit all of them with the duration there. Okay, let's hit him with that fireball. Let's go ahead and imbue it with some lightning magic. Just because I like how the lightning magic looks when it's imbued. Cool.
I get some use out of this.
You've been in bed for too long. Yeah, you've been up there for a while, babe. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and collect this grizzly syrup. Get this chest.
This is kind of exciting. A rare item.
What was it? A rare item. I didn't see what it was. It's not poto oil. It's not mar poto oil. Chalice of Tomorrow. That's probably what it was. 2 ability slots for Morley. Okay, great. Now we could finally put 2 more slots for him. So let's go ahead and go with... He's not really using any magic, right? He's just using buffs and debuffs. And his healing properties are already built into his class. So I don't feel like we need to enhance his magic. No silence might be nice. We've been encountering a lot of enemies that have that silence ability. No, but Val has that. Okay. Wound magic consumes 3%. No, we don't want to do that. Silver dart. Another projectile weapon. Projectile ability. Extra HP. We also have that with Val. Null petrified. Let's go with that. As well as... Let's see. What else would make sense here? Move damage would be good. Resist poison. There we go. Yeah, Palamina's not using that. Okay, we're good. We're in good shape there.
Got some syrup. Yes.
Why did King Goho make a dangerous machine like the Sandglass? It's the whole reason that our time is in flux.
Grizzly.
I don't know, dude. Why did he? Perhaps we will be enlightened. Oh, look, we have some Castlevania-like enemies here. A succubus? A queen version, though. Let's switch to Morley. We also have the Doom Sword.
Understood.
Okay, we want that. No problemo.
Don't mind if I do.
I think I met my great-grandmother in here. She looks so much like my dearly departed granny that I almost burst into tears.
Wow, the castle is so big and pretty.
It was built at the same time that the parish was founded. That was also around when the lunar sandglass was first made. It was a very productive time for Etern.
The person who made all these things must be so cool.
I think we're going the right way, right? Pass up these guys for now. I want to make sure we're going the right way. Yes. Follow the grizzly syrup.
We can only hope that nothing disastrous befell our homeland of Etern. May the arms ever keep our parish blessed by the elemental power of the moon.
Don't mind if I do. The Dud Bears will love this. I'll be taking this. All right. Time is flowing unnaturally. Don't mind if I do.
Okay, hopefully this isn't a mimic.
What have you got? Interesting.
Nice, fairy walnut. Getting a little tired of the the trolling with the mimics, mimic chests.
I'll be taking this.
Oh no.
Okay, I think we just go up.
this?
Yes.
And that spot might be an exit, but it's pretty high up there.
Worry not. We must muster all our might and see this through. Mere machinery is no match for us.
You're right. Together we can figure out this puzzle.
Of course. There is nothing a convoy of close compatriots cannot conquer. Now then, who will give me a boost?
That's not what I meant!
If you could only hear yourself right now, Palomino. The gear probably fell from above some time ago, but if we use the Luna Globe, we might be able to reverse time.
You could put it back where it belongs. You're a genius, Morley.
Bit of a tongue twister, wasn't it? There is nothing. What did she say? Whatever she said, I just had it memorized and I just lost it. Close companions cannot conquer something else.
All right.
Let's go ahead and initiate this. See how it reacts. Oh, nice. Close compatriots cannot conquer something like that. Okay, so we raise that. Grab that.
Phew, it worked. And we even managed not to fall on the way.
Better than trying to boost ourselves up in any case. Come on, the Benevodon's close.
I shall fight any foe one-on-one. Come at me.
At me,
Morley,
bro.
you are not going at this mission with enough enthusiasm. Come now, enunciate.
Onward! Oh!
Fie! A flimsy attempt
Onward!
at force.
Oh!
Once more, with feeling.
Spare me, I beg you.
Thundercats, ho! Let's go with this attack. Formless Slash. Always a fan of this one. Look at that damage. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, we're at level 34. I stand corrected. I thought it was 35 or 36.
Piece of cake. What a bunch of small fry wakelings.
Don't get cocky, Karina. You'll jinx the whole thing for us if you don't take these fights seriously.
Woo-wee! Touchy much? You got a kink in your tail about something, Mr. Grumpy Pants? Want to share with the class?
Grumpy what?
Calm down, Morley. It's the Benevodon talking, remember?
Huh? Why didn't I foresee this? How far down did we fall?
Not sure, but all we can do is keep going.
The end is 9. We can't turn back. Never again.
Oh, that's an interesting looking character. Is that a mini boss? The Vampire. See, this is probably my favorite area of the game so far. I really like the Castlevania vibes. Let's buff and debuff.
I got this.
Let's try ice magic against him. Nope. Not the weakness. What about thunder? Nope. Doesn't have one. Oh, here we go with another damage spongy mini boss. Crap. Oh crap, he restores his health as well. And he incapacitates the other characters. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to encounter him, fight him with a little bit more finesse. Okay, let's go ahead and initiate Morley. Class skill. Okay, that was nice, about 2,000 damage. Do a lot worse than that. Come on, Karina, get up, get up, get up. Crap. He's healing himself. Okay, go ahead and continue to... I mean, he's not the only one that could heal, right? You have to use that against him in a sense, and we're going to have to out-heal him. Doing decent damage with Morley, though. Look at that. We're chipping away at him pretty nicely. Okay, he's shrouded in darkness on the bottom. Oh, when he hits us with that ability, that's what puts us to sleep. I don't think so, buddy. Okay, now he's starting to call some of his cronies to help, to assist him, because he can't take us out on his own. Crap, almost got hit by that. Crap, we did get hit by the sleep spell. Okay, let's switch to Palomina, or rather to Karina. He is really healing us, or rather healing himself too much. Let's go with ice. Trying to see which one has the most significant of impact, even though none of them are ideal. I guess we're gonna go with Morley. If he's doing the most damage. Nice, that was nice. It was like a parry there. Okay, let's go ahead and get Karina. Oh crap, he's healing himself again. Darn it! There's a pain in the butt. Okay, let's... Okay, let's heal ourselves. Heal. Let's go ahead and hit him with the class strike. Alright, we have the vampire down to more than 50% health. Looks like Morley's the way to go. And this ability in particular. Ice cream, please. Miss Phoenix is getting me, hooking me up with the sweet treat. Okay. Crap. Look how much he's healing himself. Almost 500 every time. These mini bosses are way too tanky. That's a nice counter. Or parry if you could time it. Okay, we're doing some good damage to him now. We just have to prevent him from doing that darn ability again. Okay, let's go ahead and get the healing buff in again. Okay, he's going to do that attack again. So we need to be very mindful of that. Crap, crap, crap. See, once he puts us to sleep, that's when he victimizes us, right? He just grabs the character that's unconscious and goes to town and replenishes his health. Man, that thing is a pain to avoid. We almost got him. We almost got him. We need to equip a attribute or a sigil that prevents sleep. Is what we need to do. This is starting to get annoying now that he just keeps getting his health back. Okay, to switch back. Go ahead and get our class skill up to snuff. Should we take out these, I guess we could build up our class skill. There he is. Avoid that.
Nice timing.
Keeps doing that crap. And switch back to Morley. Do our class strike.
This is your end.
There we go. Okay, that did some noteworthy damage. We almost got him now, guys. Got him. Holy crap. That was a fairly arduous fight there. Okay, we leveled up.
The results speak for themselves.
Okay, I think we're almost at the Benevolent of the Moon. Excuse me. Then we go ahead and hit our checkpoint here to replenish.
A fine opportunity to rest.
Let me go ahead and grab this over here.
Let's continue. I'm at full strength.
Some more. Oh, nice, a gold clover. Actually, let me go ahead and restore our class skill here. See, I think this pot will have a class. Nope, that's only magic. Crap. Let's search over here. Okay, chest. Nice. Niccolo stole. Obtained armor from Morley. Okay. Let's go ahead and equip that. Okay, this is going to give us a 15, plus 15 in defense and plus 11 in magic defense. Nice. Okay, so this one is definitely worthwhile. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. Yeah, that battle was very cumbersome and tedious. I've noticed upon my replay on the harder difficulty that this game requires you to, unfortunately, the mini bosses are very spongy. So the game isn't necessarily more difficult, it's just a little bit more tedious. So if you ever do play it, I would recommend maybe on the baseline difficulty.
Alms, how have you fared?
Physically, we are fine. Mentally... Don't make me answer that, Luna.
You mustn't joke. You and the Alm of Light are the only ones who can endure this psychological test of wills. You are nearly to Tor Marni. I pray to the goddess to steel your hearts and fortify your minds for the battle ahead.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Tread carefully, everyone.
What's going on? He's, the Benevolent is imposing his psychological will on us again?
Can the Luna Globe fix something as big as this?
I will lend you all my power. Reverse the flow of time to cause the debris to float. Doing so will provide you with footholds to get to Tormarni.
Oh man, you want us to climb the rubble? Easy for you to say, Luna. You can float. What are we supposed to do?
Come on, Jule. It's not that bad. Luna said we're nearly to the Benevodon. Don't give up now.
Curious. I have never seen Jule's resolve so fragile. Do not fret. Everyone will be back to normal once the Benevodon is dealt with.
Is any of this real? What is reality? Does doubt exist in order
Yes,
to make us
the
question
ice cream is
truth?
delicious.
I'm questioning
By the way,
everything right now.
just had some just
more
basic
Jule,
vanilla. It's not sugar free, right? It's really good, but then we add our own natural sugar, and then also some blueberries and usually some bananas and strawberries. Okay. What are you, Terry? What are you playing these days? Let's see here. Yeah, there are quite a few RPGs that I'm very much looking forward to playing on the channel that I haven't played yet. So a lot of the games I'm playing right now are games I've already played at least once or twice. So it'll be nice to explore something new that I haven't experienced myself yet.
Let's collect ourselves before we set off.
Okay, so we're doing the auto checkpoint, and I believe this is the final battle with the Benevodon. Yep. This guy's interesting looking. He's pretty cool though.
Please no! I abhor amphibians.
Well, I like them. Look at its great big eyes. So cute.
Shiryu once told me about the fall of the king at the Benevodon's hand. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Let's finish this and be done with it. Tormarni's time is up. I will fight for my friends and all the people of Aetern. I will set things right.
Yeah, this guy's a trip to fight. You said you've been playing Days Gone. Really nice. That's very nice, dude. You completed a playthrough or two before, right? Or was that the one that you actually never completed all the way through? I remember you said that you liked the open world and different elements of that game. I just don't recall if you ever finished it. What is he weak against? Just basic sword attacks, it looks like. Let me go ahead and imbue our weapons with a particular element. Start with ice. Oh wow, maybe he has an elemental weakness just in general. So maybe you can't really go wrong here. Yep, but he does slow down time in those, in particular in those spheres. So you have to be very mindful when you enter those spheres. Okay, so I planted my health boost there. We're good there with health. Decided to give it a run to break up your obsession with Cyberpunk. Yeah, that's fair enough, dude. Absolutely fair. Yeah, that's probably aside from The Last of Us 1 and 2, my favorite, I guess, like zombie type of game. But more so that one. Well, it's a different experience, right, from The Last of Us, but given that it's open world and not as much, it's not very linear, right? There's a lot of the elements are more guided at your discretion and whatnot. So that's one I definitely need to get back into. I finished it one time, but I never played it a second time. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our fire ability here. Let's imbue the arena with fire magic. We haven't done that before. Nice. So we have an ongoing fire damage to him too. Okay, let's get out of that sphere. What's nice is when you imbue the arena like this, you kind of get a speed boost, so you kind of cancel out his speed debuff. Look at all that damage you're doing. We almost got him. Dude, we're laying into this guy. He is not putting up a fight. Okay, there we go. Man, that was a nice nice segment there. Oh, look at this. What is he doing? I don't remember this. I don't think we could attack him in this form, right? We can. We can. It's interesting. I'm gonna put a, yep, protect myself. I knew he was gonna do some sort of attack like that. Okay, let's get out of the sphere. Go on the attack again. Once he gets out of that, I'm gonna initiate the class strike with Morley, since it looks like that's the best DPS option we have right now. Crap. Okay, let's hit him with the class strike. This might do him in. Nope, I don't think that's gonna do it. Close, close. Kill. Get out of that. Let's hit him with the fire. Crap. He almost looks like a Kingdom Hearts type enemy. Right, boss, in terms of his animations and the magical flare and whatnot. Visual flare. Got him. Jazz, or rather, Carrie said, I saw some gameplay previously, but this is my first good run. Good survival elements. Yeah, there are some really good survival elements. I haven't played a game like that in a while. Jazz said, Yas, Baby Phoenix is asleep. Time to drink some tecito, watch the stream, and do your puzzle. Yeah. Yeah, Pharaoh's on lurk mode for the majority of the stream. And Chris is currently at, what is he, bowling? Well, we have Terry here and a group of other guys tonight.
I am Gahul, king and master of Castle Cresceno, successor to this world. You have freed me from my perpetual stockade.
Who? The revolutionary King Gahul, creator of the lunar sandglass and founder of Etern. How are you here?
The Benevodon of the moon consumed my essence, locking my soul inside its body. Tormarni toys with its prey, altering their minds and confusing their hearts. With its demise, those who were affected shall regain their senses.
What'll happen to the phantom stuck in the castle?
Unlike me, those specters are mere echoes of thoughts from the past, brought to the present through Tormarni's power.
Then they will disappear eventually.
You have done well subduing your foe, but I must make one more request of you this day. Protect the lunar sandglass in my stead.
I apologize, but the sandglass, as you know it, was destroyed. I toppled the device when I was a child and broke it. Etern's tragedy was my fault.
The sandglass cannot be broken by a mere child, just as it cannot be broken by time itself. It would be impossible to bring harm to the machine without intent. My lunar sandglass is powered by a magical device, a quasi-perpetual motion apparatus I named the Thaumatorb.
I never knew what made it run.
An unknown fiend sabotaged the device, not you, young one. Rest easy knowing you are not to blame for Etern's misfortunes.
So, it wasn't me.
However, if the sandglass is indeed irreparable, its Thaumatorb core may have been plundered by a malicious force. Arvid's war is over, and the world no longer in need of such a powerful device. If you find the core, I trust you will destroy it utterly and without hesitation. My time in this world is nearly over. I leave the future to you, the ones who must weather it.
Huh? Ah! The ghost disappeared.
My apologies for being unable to lend any aid during this adventure. I am afraid the Benevodon bested me.
Thank the goddess you're all back to normal.
Yeah, but we got an extra helping of trouble from that king and a thumb-a-what's we need to watch out for.
Let's focus on taking care of the immediate problems first, namely the Benevodons and Delafos.
All right, 2 additional Benevodons are down.
Morley.
Oh.
Morley.
Who's there?
Nice to see his story come full circle here, and that he understands that even though he was a child that made a mistake, he's ultimately not responsible.
I think.
Mother.
When I touched the sands of time, I was thrown into echoes of the past.
If it weren't for...
Those of us who were sent back in time can now slowly move toward a future of our own. Don't be consumed by what happened. Focus on what you can do now.
Mother, I found friends as close as family, and a guardian I look up to as a parent. I became a swordsman, just like Father was before he passed. I've done so much. You would have been so proud. Mother, you don't have to worry about me. Not anymore. I'm really...
Morley, I'm your mother, and I only have one wish. Live. Live your life as fully and as long as you can, for both our sakes. I love you. You will always be my one and only. My little boy.
Mother.
His heartfelt reunion with his mother, even though it's only in spiritual form. He's able to have his find his closure and resolution.
Your selfless devotion to all that you do is well known to the Alms and myself. I'm sure your mother felt it as well.
Luna is correct. You have helped us all in incalculable ways at every turn, including this recent affair.
Not that this Moon Benevodon fiasco was our fault.
Either way, Marley and Val really came through for everyone this time. Just don't let it go to your heads. You got that, you two?
I mean, watching you all was a little funny at times.
Speaking of which, you have this thing about bottling up your emotions. That's not fair to you or your friends who care about you. Let them out already.
Uncork that bottle, you mean? Deep down, I admit I struggled with my duty as the Alm of the Moon. Should the world's future fate be in my hands, am I worthy of that responsibility? But with that last moment I had with my mother, I finally found closure. I can safely say I'm putting the past behind me.
I must again give my thanks. Delafos' curse is not yet gone from the lands, but thanks to your help, I will be able to suppress it for now.
I think it's time for us to check on Milpa and the others.
All right, guys. 2 Benevodons down, and we finally found recourse for a lot of what has happened
All
to
of this-
Morley. And in particular, he's able to let himself off the mat and forgive himself and have a new lease on life, which is very important, I would say. You know, not to shackle ourselves to our past and don't let our past define us. So, very, I always, how should I say, relate to a lot of Square Enix's storytelling in terms of the character development. Really think they do a great job. Even though like the cartoony aesthetic and even when it's like a pixel sprite type game like Sea of Stars, or I know Sea of Stars is not Square Enix, but I guess a better example would be like the Octopath series. They do a really good job of driving home those emotions even when the presentation isn't like a AAA type presentation. Crafty said, "Oh yeah, if you're bored, Jazz, I could send you the first scene of Feral and Phoenix, just a draft, but to share it to get your impressions." Jazz said, "Send it." Crafty said, "I'll send it via Discord." Michael David said, "I'm not crying. I'm not crying." Regal Aquarian said, "Great voice acting. That scene was intense." Yeah, absolutely, Terry. I appreciate that, and I agree with that. Euphrem said, "Cutting onions in here." Michael said, "Agreed, Regal." And Mike says, "Neither am I." Oh, regarding the crying, yeah. All right, let's get on to the next scene here and see what Benevolon we're going to go after next.
This was a Benevolon's doing, you say? Ah, we were lucky you were here to lend a hand. Though I cannot think back on my behavior without utter embarrassment, and in front of my star pupil, no less.
Please, you have nothing to be ashamed of, Milpa. After all, I saw people far worse off during this particular ordeal.
Don't you look at me like that!
What matters is that the threat is gone. Now the parish can be rebuilt as planned.
Expect more hands arriving to help Etern shortly. I'll make sure of that. We can't let the Alms do all the work around here. Don't worry, Niccolo isn't off the hook either. I'll be calling on him for supplies, and to inform him about your recent victory.
If you ask me, the future looks bright for the parish.
We must forge ahead. It falls to us to further ensure a peaceful prospect for the people.
So what are we waiting for? Delafos won't wait forever, and neither will the Benevolons.
No rest for the wicked. Sound about right.
Milpa, it is my intention to have a hand in rebuilding Etern as well. When I see everyone working hard for our homeland, my heart aches. If I've learned anything on my journey, it's not to ignore that yearning.
I can see the resolve in your eyes. That willpower shall see you through. Fate is on your side. Fulfill the destiny that awaits you, regardless of what you've been told. Do what you know is right. Your courage will strengthen Etern. Though the parish may not be the same bustling landscape of your memories for many years, its people are with you, Morley, no matter what.
Safe travels, Morley!
Thank you, everyone.
Very nice. Like to see his story turn around and see how he's going to contribute moving forward.
Garina, please. You don't know the half of it.
I'm just so happy to hear you bicker again.
All right, who are we going to go after next? Okay, so our options right now are... I don't recall what Benevolon this is. Veil of the Wind. Okay, so that's the Wind Benevolon. Or... what is this one? I think I'm going to say the Wood Benevolon. I think I'm going to save that one. I think that one is technically somewhat linked to the final encounter at the Tree of Mana. So let's go ahead and do the Benevolon of Wind. Return to Karina's stomping grounds. And Terry, I'm not sure if you're here earlier when I was explaining what's going to be happening on Monday with the Batman trivia, but I think Gadiel might really enjoy that. I know he's primarily a Spider-Man guy, but I think he might like some of the trivia. And you might as well.
Holmgren, I see. Be careful. I can sense Besseroth's presence near the Veil of Wind.
Not quite the homecoming I pictured. I mean, I didn't picture coming home at all. Is everyone okay?
No matter what, you should be proud of what you've accomplished, Karina. Isn't that right, Ramco?
We are going to head to Longren. My ice cream is sadly gone. I have depleted my ice cream supply. Yeah, take a look at the community page and you'll see the different prizes that we have that I have lined up for whoever wins. All right.
What's up with this wind?
Whoa! Veil of wind? More like veil of hurricanes. You live like this, Karina?
Are you kidding? No one lives like this. Now, Benevodon is behind this gale. I'd bet lucre on it.
Speaking of which, where is it?
Fairy! Hey, Fairy!
Nothing. Nary a peep from Fairy. She may have been blown off course before she arrived.
Well, we should probably check with the chief anyway. Out of everyone in town, he's most likely to have an idea of what's going on in the Vale.
The chief is sure to know what's going on in Longren.
All right, let's go ahead and resupply. This is a side quest we're not going to do right now. But let's go ahead and resupply. Oh, actually, I guess we're kind of forced early on to talk to the chief, and then we'll resupply.
What is the meaning of this, Karina?
Hello to you too.
Why would the Alms and Soul God return here to the Vale? You should be en route to the Mana Tree. The wind howls unabated. Is this not because you have failed to do your part and complete your duty as the Alms?
No, you got it all wrong. The storm is because of the Benevodon of Wind. That's why we left the sanctuary in the first place, to defeat those monsters.
All this time, I assumed this was just the manifestation of the prophecy of disaster.
Tell us where Besseroth is, please.
The Wind Sanctum. But you must not venture there again, Karina. Shiryu has already tried. We have not heard from him since. I will not lose more people to that terrible place.
Shiryu disappeared? Why didn't you go after him?
The path into the Wind Sanctum has been blocked by a large boulder. We have tried everything to make it budge, but it's no use. There is nothing more you can do, Alms. I suggest you return to the Mana Tree and fulfill your duty.
I told you, defeating the Benevodons is part of our duty now. We're here to save the Vale, you stubborn dummy. What's not clicking?
Karina, it would be unwise to anger the Benevodon further.
Well, now that I know where the Benevodon is, we're finished here. I've got nothing more to say to you, Chief. Time to hit the road, everybody. Let's go
That's
save Shiryu
snarkiness.
from whatever trouble he's in at the Sanctum.
Karina and the chief
More to
are at
say
each
to you,
other's
Chief.
throats as usual. She wanted to check out the Wind Sanctum. I should catch up with her.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look very quickly around the town, see if there are any chests. Excuse me, chests we missed. We did a pretty thorough inspection of the terrain and whatnot, but there's always a chest or two that evade us initially. We're trying to beeline to the next objective. Case in point right there. Okay, we grabbed that one. And actually, I've learned that some chests actually populate at certain story points, so you can never go wrong in this game. Kind of looking at areas you already historically looked at. You might be in for a surprise. Okay, let's go ahead and resupply at the armory and the consumable shop. So, you're the soul god, huh? Feel free to browse my wares. Whatever you need, I got it.
Welcome. What'll it be?
Okay, so we're still good on candy, but we have an abundance of gold, so I'm going to go ahead and just give us a nice round 30 candies. We've been using those
Thank you for your purchase.
very often. It's great frequency, I would say. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give ourselves fairy walnuts. We're good on chocolates. We're good on honey elixirs. Cup of Wishes, I'll get us a couple more. We've had to use those to revive our characters a couple times. Medical herb, we really haven't used that in terms of healing ally status effects, but we have an abundance there, so we won't sell them. We might come across a Benevodon or two that inflict a lot of status effects, so we'll go ahead and keep that in our back pocket. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and purchase 3 of these.
Thank you for your purchase.
We still have an abundance of cash left over. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything we could sell. Nothing of note, really. that's going to net us any money. Like a significant amount. That's 600. What about the Night Lance? The Griffin Lance, which is hideous. We can't, yeah, it's already equipped, so we're going to have to take that off at some point. We could get rid of this guy. Net another 6,600. Spiked glove is the default weapon you start with, so you can't get rid of that. I'm pretty happy with having her have the fire affinity right now. I think it suits her pretty well, even though she doesn't have much distance and I guess combo. She has a lot of combo potential. She just doesn't have much distance capabilities, but I think I prefer her to be faster rather than have a lot of distance capability and distance management. Let's go ahead and what does this do? Oh, we haven't used this class yet. This is like a scepter class. Oh, that's hilarious. It has like a little hat on the end of the scepter. Never noticed that. Okay, I think we're good. Ability seed exchange. Let's look at actually gear. We do have this inferior gear we don't want. I don't think the game inhibits you from selling equipment that was the default. So we'll be able to recoup some of that investment, that initial investment. Let's get rid of the silk vestment, the silvering happy coat. Oh yeah, all of these. Holy crap. We can get rid of all of these. None of these are equipped to anyone. Nice. Okay, we have these equipped and the chainmail. So now we have all 5 equipped to all 5 of our characters. So we're in good shape there. I think I will purchase this though. We have the Blade and Scepter Sigil. Raises magic attack and base attack by 15%. Okay, we're gonna equip that. Terry said, "Alright, brother, I have to get back to packing. I'll continue listening though in the background. I'll catch the rest of the stream when you upload." Alright, sounds good, dude. Yeah, we're probably gonna... Normally I go 5 hours, well, in general. Mondays and Fridays I go 5. With the intent of trying to wrap up these series as quick as possible while not, like, sacrificing quality and whatnot in terms of the exploration. But Sundays are generally slow, or shorter. I go 3 hours on Sunday. But tonight, I think I'm going to probably only go 3 to 3.5. Because I don't want Friday's finale for this game to, be so short. I might have a chill and chat session at the end of my next Friday stream, but I think I'm going to split it up. I have about 6 hours left on the game, and I think I'm going to do like 3 hours tonight, 3 hours next Friday. So there's not much more tonight, but I appreciate you checking it out, dude, and really wishing the best for you, continuing to you're always in my thoughts and prayers, my friend, and look forward to catching up with you soon. I'm going to catch up on some more gaming goodness and talk about some of our upcoming RPGs we're looking forward to the most. Okay, we're good here. We're going to go ahead and trade in for that miracle cookie for Pharaoh's cookie affinity. And I think we're good otherwise. We could purchase a stamina serum. And let's go ahead and purchase 2 or trade in for 2 spirit serums. And then we'll go ahead and apply those. And then we could make on for the next story objective. Spirit serum, we're going to go ahead and apply that to... I'm a little hesitant to give it to Morley. But I'll go ahead and give it to Morley. He's really efficient in that area. And then for the stamina serum, we will give that to Karina. 2 to Karina, and we'll give 1 to Morley. Strength serum, we're going to unload almost exclusively. I guess we will exclusively unload that on Val. Oh, and nice. We're going to have more options for the elemental plot for Morley. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Hey, what's going on, Angie Humala and Angel? How you doing? Angel said, "I love you, Theo. Love Angel." How's it going, Angel? I hope you're having a great night. Yeah, we are playing this very colorful, beautiful game called Visions of Mana. And it's a pretty fun game. Okay, let's go ahead and make a beeline for the next story beat here. We are ready. I think we got all the preparation out of the way. Do you have soccer practice tomorrow, Angel? Or any soccer games coming up?
Look at the size of that boulder. No wonder no one has been able to get into the Wind Sanctum.
Besseroth's doing, to be sure. I believe it's meant to be a warning.
Oh, there you are, Fairy.
Flying in this weather has been difficult. Anyway, what are you going to do about the boulder?
I don't see what the big deal is. Flamey can take us over it in no time. Isn't that right? Don't worry. You've got this, Ramco. Now transform! Ramco, what's wrong? Are you sick? Does your tummy hurt? Are you scared of turning into Flammy? What? You mean you don't want to go back to the Wind Sanctum?
Wait a minute. Isn't that where Ramco used to live?
Long time ago, yeah. I went to the Sanctum once when I was training as an oracle. I tried to protect Ramco from a sudden violent gust of wind, but I got hurt. That's how I lost one of my wings, actually. Ramco never showed any interest in returning home after she brought me back to Longren. Maybe she wanted to forget all about the incident, but the longer we wait, the more I worry about Shiryu.
Wounds of the body heal faster than wounds of the heart. We should look for another way in.
Yeah. Best not to push her too much. In that case,
Do we attempt to ascend?
Something tells me the people of the Vale would rather we got rid of the rock.
But they mentioned they've been unsuccessful so far.
I've got it! We gather the whole village together and push. Huh? It's a big town. Bigger than Vertius, at least. And we can help too. I think we have a shot is all.
everyone might have given up on moving this thing before they even got started. No one knew that it was a Benevolence doing, after all. It's worth a shot. I'll go back to the Vale and talk to the villagers and see if anybody will lend us a hand.
When I first met you, nothing could make you lift a finger for the Vale.
True, but surely you noticed that I've since matured into a lovely, responsible alm. Y'all wait here.
Don't cause any trouble on the way.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Morley. I'll be back before you can say Sylphid. You stay here too, Ramco. I'll make the people of the Vale see reason somehow, so don't you worry. I'll visit the chief, and I should talk to Mom and Dad. I guess I better get the other oracles on my side too. The rest of the Vale is sure to join us then. Okay, Karina. Just explain the plan,
Okay,
and they'll
convince
see
the
reason.
villagers. See if it's easier said than done. Before I do that, though, I see a couple of sparklies over here.
Taking this.
She has a nice little flip there. I actually like her,
Taking this.
the way she moves about the world rather than Val. I think I prefer her movement. Even though you don't have the dash in the towns. Or the double jump. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to the first of several villagers.
Hey, Dad. Mom.
Karina! How are you, honey? How's Ramco?
That's the spirit. You're shaping up to be quite Alm-like. You know, reliable and confident.
Now that you mention it, what's the Elm of Wind doing here instead of the Mana Tree?
Don't tell me you've abandoned your sacred duty, Karina.
No, no, no. I'm still on the pilgrimage, believe you me. We're just taking care of other urgent business at the moment.
Like what, young lady?
Like defeating the Benevodon rampaging in the Wind Sanctum? That's why I'm here. I need help with the boulder blocking the way.
That does sound urgent, but what can we do? Nothing, that's what.
That boulder isn't going anywhere. And even if we could move it, what then? You run off into the jaws of danger to fight a Benevodon?
Honey, you could get hurt. You were appointed the Alm. You can't be so reckless anymore.
Fantastic. You still have no faith in me. You think I'd lose against the Benevodon? Or that I'd run away from my duty?
See what you did? You accused her of running away.
What was I supposed to think? Alms don't just visit home after they leave on the pilgrimage.
I know. But if you weren't trying to shift the blame, then...
Stop fighting! It's like all you ever do is argue with each other and lose your temper and scold me.
Our tempers? Look who's talking, Missy. Everything that comes out of your mouth is either a whine or a complaint.
Oh, don't start, you two.
You know what? Fine, forget I even asked. If you're not gonna help me, then I'm not gonna waste my breath begging.
Karina!
Oh no, not again. I keep messing this up. I forgot how quickly we get into arguments in this household. I should leave them be until we've all cooled down a bit. Knowing those two, they'll bicker for hours. Better move on to someone else for now. When will I learn? I should just say what I came to say and be done with it.
It's interesting that her parents are so indifferent and not supportive, right? I guess at that age, though, it's kind of par the course.
What is it? Were you not finished with all you had to say to me?
I'm back because there's one more thing to say. We took a look at the boulder, and we think we have a plan. But we need the whole village to work with us to move it.
Karina, I realize you are trying to help, but what do you think a few additional hands will accomplish? Besides, Vesseroth placed that rock there for a reason, and far be it from us to anger the Benevodon by ruining its inscrutable plans.
But that's...
Know that it is my responsibility to keep the people safe. I cannot ask them to court danger by helping you defy a Benevodon.
How exactly do you think this is gonna end up for you, huh? You think everyone is safer keeping their heads down and pretend like that monster doesn't exist?
According to legend, dragonfolk once soared through the air until the Benevodon of Wind took away our flight. Wings useless, our tribe was forced to live upon the ground. Whether this is fact or fiction, we dare not bring Besseroth's anger down upon us again.
That's an old fairy tale that I know you heard from Shiryu. And speaking of Shiryu, you can't even be bothered to go looking for him in the Wind Sanctum.
I cannot allow you to come to harm, even for the sake of another of our tribe. The alms are too precious to send on a fool's errand.
So you're sacrificing Shiryu because you're scared. The same reason you're just letting the Veil get pummeled like this.
We can but trust in the winds of fate to spare us, Karina.
Ugh, you're a terrible chief if you're willing to put people in danger just to keep the status quo. Coward!
How dare you speak to your elders this way?
Well, now I've gone and done it. I was supposed to convince the chief, not yell at him. I know the chief has his reasons, even if they're stupid ones. I get why he doesn't want to risk endangering the villagers. I get it, but... I just can't help getting mad when I get talked down to like that.
Thus far, not finding very much success, right? As expected, because Karina was actually pretty hostile toward her fellow people in her community, to the point to where she was almost ostracized entirely. So, as a result, they're not biggest fans of her change of heart. Okay, let's see what's going on here.
Hey, it's been a while.
Karina!
How's the wind dying going? Remember, you've only got 4 years to master it before the fairies do.
Give us a break. We're trying, but we can't exactly practice with all these gale winds raging through the veil.
No, you're right. I'm sorry for teasing you.
So, you're back in Longren. What about finishing the pilgrimage?
About that, I have a request. The path into the Wind Sanctum is blocked, and I mean to do something about it.
There's no way! People already tried to do something about the boulder and nothing worked. That rock just does not want to give way.
That's why we have to get everyone to help at the same time. Once we move it, I can enter the Sanctum and defeat the Benevodon.
You want to go into the Wind Sanctum again? But Karina, you might get hurt. And then what'll we do?
That's all anyone ever says to me. Do you want this windstorm to last forever? You'll never be able to do the dying again.
Oh, so now you're worried about the wind dying. You couldn't care less before you started your journey. We asked you to help summon the fairy and you refused. She only came once you finally relented. Thank the spirits. And here you are, asking for favors from the very people you left out to dry. You want the boulder gone? Do it yourself!
Excuses, excuses. When did you get so hard-headed, Nagi? You know what? I think I will go move that rock. And once I do, that'll teach you to doubt me. Okay, that was definitely my fault. Before I was named the sure you and Ramco were the only ones who had my back. Of course I didn't feel like helping the rest of the Vale. But it's too late to apologize for that now. I could explain myself until I'm blue in the face, and it won't change what I did. Come on, Karina. Great. That was our last ray of hope. I don't think anyone will give me a different answer. I'm just fighting against the air current at that point. Well, there's no use waiting around here. Better go back and deliver the news to Val and the others. Now I get to go tell everyone how I couldn't convince a single person to help.
Okay, reconvene.
I'm sorry, everyone. It didn't work.
It's not your fault, Karina.
No, it is. I left Longren on such a sour note before. My own mistrust of people came back to get me. I didn't place my faith in them, so why should they place any in me? In fact, the original reason I wanted to become an Alm was to get out of the Vale and see the world. My motives weren't pure at all. Maybe that confidence in my affinity to the wind element was really just me overcompensating for how little the villagers believed in me. I don't know.
Karina.
I wasn't the Alm that Longren needed. I wasn't committed enough. But now, after such a long adventure, I can say for sure that I want what's best for the world, and especially for my home in the Vale. The thought that we could lose everything, all the people we've met, the places we've seen, the memories we've made, I won't let that happen. I'm ashamed of how I wanted the Vale to beg me to save them. I'd never do that again, not now that I've seen so much of the world. Now it's up to me to prove that I've changed. I'll do whatever it takes to save Longren. I won't let anyone or anything get in my way. But I can't do it alone. Please, help me.
And here I went through the trouble of composing you a song to boost your spirits. Guess I was wasting my time.
No one could refute your current resolve, Karina. All you need do is rally and resume your efforts to remove the rock.
Give the villagers a chance to see your hard work. It may take time, but they will come around eventually.
We can't let them all down. We'll be the winds of change that fix things for the Vale.
Thank you all so much. We've got this, Remco. Don't worry.
Come on, you little...
We may have overestimated our own strength.
No, we got this. Just a little more.
Where there's a will, there's a...
Oh, who are we kidding?
What? Why are you all... Karina, dear, you really need to work on your persuasion skills. I taught you better than that.
She takes after you, after all.
Don't you start.
I'm sorry, Karina. I should have been more willing to listen to you. I know you just wanted to help the Vale. And I still yelled at you.
Oh, my back. If only I were a few years younger.
A few? Chief, you better not blow out your back.
Never mind me. Don't you have something you want to say to the people, Karina?
I'm really grateful to you all. Let's get this done!
Sorry for the delay. Had to deal with something. You've almost got it, everybody! Push!
Look at this mess. I'll never get the stains out of my garb.
Well, I'll be. We actually managed to work together and move that boulder.
We did it, everyone. Well done. The Elemental of Wind granted us his divine assistance in our hour of need. With Sylphid's help, we prevailed. And, of course, we owe our thanks to Karina, the Soul Guard, and the rest of the Alms for reminding us of what's really important.
Well, don't thank me just yet. We still need to subdue Besseroth and find Shiryu after all.
So, you are going to the Wind Sanctum after all? Even though that's where you got hurt before?
I'll be fine. I'm not the same person I was back then. Plus, I've got a bunch of dependable friends I can rely on this time. You'll help too, right, Ramco?
Goes transforming into Flammy from the
Is that the legendary sacred beast Flammy?
Yep, legendary sacred
Thanks
beast
to all
from
your
Secret of
support and
Mana.
your combined efforts, Ramco's not afraid to take us into the Sanctum anymore. Thanks again. Leave the Benevodon smashing and Shiryu saving to me. Come on, Val, Morley, Palomina, Joulet. There's no time to lose.
Crafty said, talking about the trivia competition on Monday. He said, "I'll hang out, no worries. Watch out if we get to the dreaded Poison, Sumac, and Captain
Karina's
Cold."
always been a feisty one. I've barely had the chance to wish her well on her adventures.
The adventures of, instead of the adventures of Batman and Robin, it's the adventures of Feral and Phoenix.
She's gotten even stronger on her journey, it seems.
I think we're gonna go after get this one Benevodon, the final Benevodon of the stream. We'll defeat the Benevodon of Wind, and then we're probably gonna call it so that, like I said, that we actually have at least 2 or 3 hours next Friday to wrap things up. Might go like 4 hours next Friday. We'll see, but I fully expect to finish the game next Friday.
Wind here doesn't feel right. But no wind will feel right until we take care of that Benevodon.
Shiryu probably went this way too, right? We better hurry.
So is anyone ever going to explain who this Shiryu guy is or what?
Oh, right. You weren't around then. I'll explain as we go.
The Wind Sanctum.
I know I've asked a million times, but I still haven't gotten a straight answer about Shiryu.
We have our double jump again.
He's a keeper of tales from the Vale. Karina and Shiryu have a bit of a history.
That still doesn't explain much. Why do humans make it?
Tempest Trails. Tempest Trails are where the winds rush fiercely. Are found throughout the Wind Sanctum. Jump into one of these air currents and your character will ride the wind to the end of the trail. Some are generated manually. Okay.
It's so complicated.
I bet we can harness that strong wind to keep going.
There we go. Cute enemies. I do like the enemy designs, the somewhat Dragon Quest-esque in terms of the simplicity and the innocent nature of the enemies, I guess. Look, they turned us into a Moogle. I really like the Moogle design in this game too. Still a Moogle. Jazz said, I was reading Crafty's little book he's writing about you and Farrell. It's really, really good. Well, I believe it. Crafty said that he's even refining his writing further upon reading The Hobbit, which he had never read before. So if we thought that we've seen the prime Crafty specimen, he really not only evolved into Crafty Praetora, he has evolved the writing technique as well. Honey Elixir. Man, I'm gonna have to give Chris a hard time when he comes back about his bowling. I need to see some clips of his bowling technique. To see, I have a feeling we'll see if he's able to pull the bowling cheese out, as he calls it. I have a feeling that Secret Fan might whoop him at bowling, but who knows? He might be like professional level and we're not even aware. Oh, nice! I didn't realize that. I could imbue that with Earth Magic for the actual like finisher. Okay. I didn't know that extended to the finisher as well.
I'll be taking this.
Okay.
Nice. Got it.
Now there's wind blowing near the bottom of this thing.
Well, I trust the wind. Even if the atmosphere
Trust the wind.
could use some work.
Nice. Got it. I'll be taking this. Don't mind if I do.
Okay, let's get that chest. Let's call him my name.
Hopefully we get some impressive.
The Chalice of Loyalty, nice looking. Grants Karina great power. Okay. You don't have to twist my arm on this one. Let's go ahead and give her 2 extra ability slots. Holy cow, she has a maximum of 10 ability slots. Okay, what are we gonna equip for her? I'm gonna have to trade in some more of those, trade in for more sigils. Because we're kind of running in at the return rate in terms of what we're getting, I'm not very impressed with it. And nothing that we're really gonna, nothing that really has utility to what I'm trying to, how I'm trying to build the party. I guess we could do this one, but this one's already equipped to Morley. Raises class strike damage when at 100%. That's super situational. So I'm not convinced that's the way to proceed. I guess, no, that one's equipped. Yeah, I might have to sell these. See if I can get a relatively good return on them, if it's even a possibility, because it's so situational. I don't see myself using that Gallant sigil. Okay, so right now she only has buffs equipped. Let me go ahead and give her a let's go to her moves, and rather than mental boost, let's give her the ice smash. Put that in the square hotkey. And then for her other, let's see here, where was it? Was it in her, no, it wasn't elemental plot. I always get confused with how they have the menu laid out here. It was abilities. We'll go with Fireball. We'll give her another, and we'll equip that to a... No, we don't need to equip that to a shortcut. I think we could still utilize that if we use the wheel. I just don't use the ability wheel as often as I should. Pretty much non-existent, actually. Okay, let's jump up here. Hit the current.
Let's ride this whirlwind.
See where the wind will take us.
Taking this.
I think we're almost at the entrance here where we need to be. Crickleby and Kid Draconis. Draconian mode in Dragon Quest. That is no joke. I actually did my initial playthrough on Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake on Draconian. And I did it just fine, but probably should just went with the base difficulty. And then on the second playthrough went with Draconian, just because they changed the balancing quite a bit. It definitely changes the balancing. But on Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes, I went with basic Dragon Quest difficulty. Okay, let's get this chest.
This is kind of exciting. A rare item.
Mystic Cookie.
I'm gonna have to just equip one of those. I'm not really optimizing my experience acquisition at the moment, given that I'm not equipping that, you know, in the heat of battle, or in advance of battle, I should say.
Time to shine. Let's ride this whirlwind.
Okay, good there. Oh crap! Nope, that's not where we want to go. Okay, where do we want to go? I feel like we need to get higher. Let's see, can we? Yes.
Yes.
Even he said yes.
Grant me power.
Let's go.
Let's ride this whirlwind.
It wasn't very intuitive, but we're able to figure it out.
Taking this.
Okay, so we're done there.
Yes.
Niccolo coin. We haven't exchanged those with Niccolo yet. Okay, let's take out the Siren and the Marma Blues. We got the Mama Blues. Okay, let's try out Karina's new ice ability. Okay, not terrible. We just have to find some enemies that have a elemental weakness to ice to really maximize that sigil.
We've got quite a lot of Luca. There's no need to be so frugal.
There's no need to be so frugal. Say that to Frugal Inferno.
No, but I don't feel anything evil in the area either.
Okay, I think we're getting
Sylphid
close.
is simply watching over us from afar.
Just double checking. This is where I came from, right? Yeah. Okay, so we flew over there, went into this crevice here, dropped down. Now we want to go ascend.
Yes. Help us out.
Okay. Excuse me. Take out these great rabbites. They look like they belong in something from Kirby, even though they're mana enemies. Okay, we got him. Come on, open his chest.
This is kind of exciting. Nice.
What did we get? It never tells you that. It's a little frustrating when you obtain an item immediately prior to opening a chest. Unless I'm missing it. It doesn't tell you what item you acquired subsequently.
Which way did we come from again? Was it that one?
It's hard to keep track of which routes we used.
Onward and upward. Gotta reach the top somehow.
Hey, we're almost there, I think.
Grizzly!
Pardon me, I need to grab some water. Have a little tickle in my throat. Okay, let's go with imbuing with fire magic. Nope. Not weak to that, but it is doing considerable damage. Switch out to Karina. Hit him with some of that new ice ability. No problem. Nice, we leveled up to level 37. Let's go ahead and grab this item, elemental points. Look, we're nearly at the top of Mount Doom. That's how I like to call that. It's an appropriate name, right?
Oh, yeah. Let's rest our feet a bit.
Okay, I believe that's going to initiate the Benevodon fight, but prior to that, let's go ahead and assess our surroundings to ensure we have not missed anything of note.
Flying will be all the more difficult if we do not make a detour to the other side.
There must be another place we can harness Sylphid's powers. Let's look.
Yes, this was something I elected to do. Pursuing the, I like to pursue the alternate paths rather than the intended path. Okay, let's go. I think this is Benevodon of Wind Time, ladies and gentlemen. And we have our class strike up at 100%. As the same with our health and magic. So I think we're going to be in good shape here. Oh, mini boss, some harpies. Okay, let's take out these harpies. Okay, so they have different attack patterns. Nice, we dodged it all.
Right on target. Nice timing.
See if I can get that, group them together, and then unleash the class strike. Nice. Very nice. So right now they have, it looks like a buff for attack. Uh-oh, what do they have up their sleeve here? We have to break this attack? I think so. Crap. Come on. Got it. we staggered them as well. Good old RPG stagger. That ice smash against these enemies is crap. Kind of like a Garuda type enemy. Remind me of the sisters you fight in Final Fantasy 16 prior to fighting Garuda, or Benedicta and Garuda. I'm not playing around with that attack. That took us up in the air. I'd love redundant healing. And that does nice damage. 270, 192, 272, 250. Yeah, we're sticking with Morley here, baby. Okay, let's break this again. Got him. Okay, we got one. One down, one to go. And then there were one. Got him. The finishing move. I love that move. Okay, we
Can we avoid family feuds from here on out?
Yeah, those monster siblings were something else. Come on, let's get going.
proceed further down this road. Sorry, I had myself on mute there for a moment. Okay. We have a chest back here.
What have you got? Impressive.
Cup of wishes, nice. Man, we have so many of those. We hopefully don't need to purchase anymore. I think we're in good shape.
Nice. Got it. Don't mind if I do.
Thank you for the GGs. Okay, let's see here.
Let's continue.
And they're really making us prove our weight here, aren't they? With all of this pretty extensive traversal here, just to merely arrive at the Benevolent of Wind. Okay, I'm going to skip these enemies here. I'm trying to get the Benevolent of Wind at actually a reasonable hour tonight. Jazz said, "Nice, nicely done, honey. This game is so beautiful, so many colors." Yeah, they did a great job with it. Did a really good job with the different tones.
Are you hearing
Very similar to Kingdom Hearts in that regard in terms of
Like
how
someone
colorful
called
it
my
is.
name. Never mind, it's probably nothing.
I'll be taking this. Nice.
Jazz said,
Got it.
"What's something you really look for in a game?" I look for. Well, it depends on what type of game. Are you in terms of, I guess, what genre? Are you talking more like one of the games I play on Monday, Friday, or Sunday? Because I look for different things in all. With regards to those, all of those are kind of in their own genre, so I definitely look for different things.
Very valuable.
It all is contingent upon the genre I'm playing.
I'll be taking this.
Okay, I believe, I keep saying this, but I believe we're nearly at the top. Our ascent is nearly complete. Jazz said, no, like if a new game came out, how would you know, oh yeah, I want to play this game? Well, I guess first and foremost, it really helps if I have an established knowledge of the IP. So for example, like something I really love, like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Mega Man, any of those games that I know I really already enjoy, I'm almost automatically going to like play that day one. Or if it's a company or a developer I'm very familiar with and that I love their games, like for example, Square Enix, you know I love all their games, just about, especially their, historically and more modern of their games. I almost always buy their games. Now, if it's a game that I'm not familiar with and like kind of an unknown commodity from like a development standpoint, I do like my research. I watch a lot of reviews. And I try to find, first of all, people that I relate to and that have similar interests. But also, it kind of has to have a general look about it. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, if I were to see this game, it would immediately remind me of some of my favorite games. And that combined with the fact that Square Enix is the producer or developer of a game would just elevate it that much more to like a must-play. But like if you have games that are like fairly standard and out of my, like what I normally would play, like for example, I loved Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight Silksong, even though Metroidvanias aren't games I generally play very much. Those are two games that broke the mold for me and kind of opened my eyes to what could be when I, try to open up my palette a little bit more on what, not only what I can tolerate, but what I can really appreciate if given the opportunity. So I would say those two games are the cream of the crop in terms of that genre for me, in addition to the Metroid games. But when it comes to like an RPG like this, first and foremost, I look for like brand recognition. I look for like if it's an IP I'm familiar with, and if they try to implement things I'm really interested in. Like in RPGs like this, in JRPGs, I look for character development. I look at narrative depth. I look at how you could craft your party to be more strategic and tactical. As opposed to like a Mega Man game, I'm just looking for fun gameplay or really creative level design or character designs. So it definitely depends on the genre. Okay, and I just acquired a new piece of equipment there, didn't I? Speaking of builds and tactical thinking here. Let's go ahead and see what we actually obtained. It was a piece of armor, wasn't it? Okay, so let's go with hatchling. It might have been this one, and even if it wasn't, this one does afford better defense and magic defense. Pretty significant. I think it was that, because I'm not seeing any alternate outfits for these characters. Crafty said, I know I definitely like RPGs where you can make your own party. That has more replay value in my book. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to... my first review I released on the channel was... was Yuka Replay, which you wouldn't think would warrant like a 30-minute analysis. But I'm just generally very analytical in general, So I could just... When it comes to like a game with a lot of mechanical depth and complexity... then we're going to be into some trouble, territory of like, oh my god, this review is going to get a little too long, a little too verbose, and I have to reel it in a little bit, I think. But yeah, I really enjoyed that game, and we're actually going to be playing that in a couple more series. So the next series after Batman concludes on Monday is going to be Spider-Man, because that was second place in the poll. And then it's going to be Yooka Replay, the game I reviewed. And then where the heck do I go after this? Right here. And then after that, it's going to be a challenge run of Gravity Circuit, which is a game that Chris played on his channel, but I'm going to play on the hardest difficulty, and I'm going to play something called Circuit Mode, which really demands mastery of the mechanics. I think it'll be really fun. Okay, we obtained the Goddess Scales. Use this item to do something to the elemental plot. Let's go ahead and take a look before we dive headfirst into this boss fight. Okay, so it was the... Where is it? Was it something I extended on the plot itself? That's what I get for talking so much. Not reading. Okay, well, I guess this is a suitable time for us to enhance our characters a little bit. We have 166 points we could delegate to Val. So that's going to continue to... Well, actually, we don't have the ability to... We have to expand his plot. So we can't do that. So for the meantime, actually, let's go ahead and allocate some of those points toward an other favorable class. I believe the element of wind, he still retains the smaller sword, which I'm in favor of. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Vessel of Wind, Rune Knight. No. I think it's a great sword. Pretty sure it's a great sword. So let me go ahead and convert him to the element of wood and see what that does to him. And then it's going to remove it from Morley, but we'll replace Morley's elemental plot. Okay, let's take a look at what this does to Val, aesthetically and mechanically. Oh, he looks almost like a mage. Let's see. Okay, never mind. He's not. Cool look though. And he does retain the smaller sword, which I'm in favor of. I want him to be more of a DPS type character. Okay, we unlocked the class of Edifree? Never heard of that. Aligned with the element of wood and master of the small sword, this class is excellent at airborne combat. Okay, I think we've been lacking in that regard, so that's good. Those who take on this class learn abilities that target enemy weaknesses. Okay, we're going to retain that. Now for Morley, let's see where he would fit best. I want to retain the katana for him rather than the staff. I don't like the daggers for him. So let's go ahead and go with... Ooh, man, we're going to have to switch out Karina now if we want to change his class but retain the katana. Okay, let's try that. Let's go ahead and switch him out. Imbue him with... Okay, he's a rogue. We've already unlocked that. Let's see what we could do with Karina now. We could actually imbue her with the element of wood, and she'll retain the mithril knuckle. So let's go ahead and do that and see what this class looks like for her. And then I'll get back to the chat after that. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of going on a tangent here. Cool color scheme. Oh, it looks like all her strikes are imbued with an earth element. Okay, this is called the Warrior Monk. There we go, the Warrior Monk. So that's more akin to a traditional Final Fantasy job class in terms of the naming convention. Skilled fighters that embody the tenacity of Earth, learning abilities that provide them with the beneficial effects if they have stat increases in place. Weapon type is the glove, and class strike is the crushing quake. Cool. All right, I like this build. So we have Morley retaining the katana, and he is the rogue class. We have Val now occupying a new class, which specializes in aerial combat and exploiting weaknesses. And we have Karina retaining her hand-to-hand combat emphasis and adopting the warrior monk class. Right, we'll give this a shot and see how it works for the boss. Crafty said, I have a few different categories. One is classic Super Nintendo games, so I lump in a few. Chrono Trigger, A Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Final Fantasy, and a few others. Jazz said, what about PS5 games? Crafty said, if you mean me, I don't have one, Jazz. I mainly play games on PC. Yeah, Crafty's really been immersing himself in the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. So the one that has the really beautiful orchestral symphony music that Farrell played recently. He picked that up because he really enjoyed watching Farrell's playthrough, and then him and I have had a lot of strategic banter going back and forth. He's been asking me about different builds and different approaches and whatnot for the late and post game. And then he also recently picked up Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes and kind of fell into the same camp as myself, that 1 was vastly inferior to 3. And then 2 is a dramatic improvement upon 1, but I still fails to reach the heights of 3. 2 is still very good, but I still feel 3, once you start with 3, it's kind of hard to kind of regress to 1 again. Okay, enough rambling here. Let's go ahead and get into the fight. Okay, so now he has the healing. Oh, he's a lot faster too. Val moves a lot better with this class. Oh yeah, I like this class. Very nice. More fluid. The frame rate even looks better. Okay, let's go ahead and imbue him with, let's go with fire. And see how that translates in combat. Okay, so these enemies are actually have a enhanced durability to fire. So let's go with ice. Nope, ice as well. Okay, electricity. I think they might just be immune to elemental buffs. Crafty said, my current party that's evolved to other classes started off as 3 thieves. So it's the the Grand Larceny party, right? You have to go after Pharaoh's Grand Larceny Inferno. I'm trying 2 next week. Not in a hurry to finish 1 since the mid to end game is so poorly balanced. Yeah, dude. That was definitely a slog. In between like the really dated writing and just a lot of other gripes I had with it, balancing was like almost a break it type situation for me. No, like when I saw the Dragon Lord, like I loved his sprite and how he looked and everything, and that kind of pushed me to like continue the game because I really enjoyed, like Pharaoh said, the one-on-one encounters on the original Dragon Quest 1. But the way they balanced everything for the remake definitely was not a fan. Alright, let's go ahead and get to it. This definitely looks like a final battle in terms of the Benevodon encounter.
Hey, your fight's with me, you bully.
Oh, I completely forgot about this Benevodon.
You've shown a lot of courage.
Cool.
Now, it's our turn.
All right, time to beat this monster and clear the air. We gotta save Longren.
Said, yep, they relied way too much on the RNG, even if you grind and prep beforehand. Yeah, that's always kind of like flawed design in my opinion. Okay, let's go ahead and imbue us. I'm gonna shoot with, or give it a shot with fire. And then my next go-to would be electricity. A lot of air-based enemies have a weakness to electricity, but in this case, he's not. Okay, let's go with ice, and if he's not weak to any of those, then we're just gonna... Oh, I'm getting criticals, though. So even though he's not inherently weak to that, it looks like my critical rate is better with the elemental buff. So we'll go ahead and stick with that one. We're tearing through him. Okay, let's go with the class strike. The whatever, however you pronounce that. It looks cool. Nice. Nice damage there. Didn't really get any critical attack there, but who am I to complain? Okay, we're gonna breeze past this dude. It's interesting that this game made it to where like the mid-game bosses are more challenging. I know I already said that, but it's just like a little mind-boggling than the actual Benevodons, which are like these cosmic terrors, right? Okay, let's go ahead and re-up on our class strike. If there's a pot here that we could actually reacquire our class strike. Nope, that's magic. Maybe over here. There's generally one of each. Nope, they're all health. Okay, I guess I shouldn't be complaining about health consumables. Okay, this guy's pulling us into his little portal there. Okay, let's get in the middle there, and oh crap, he imbued with the not necessarily paralysis, but like a shock type ailment that gradually hurts your party, and it makes it to where your movement is very significantly hindered. Okay, let's go ahead and use I hate to use those now, but I'm kind of left with no choice. Crap. Okay, both our guys are KO'd. Now we could use our cups. Okay. Let's go with Morley's fire ability here, or rather Karina. Let's try Karina with her new class. All right, class strike time. Crushing Quake. Oh, nice. Oh, so he's weak to. Oh, I should have guessed if he's an airborne enemy. I guess that makes sense. He's going to be weak to an earth-type element. Unfortunately, I can't change my loadout right now, so I can't imbue myself with... Unless there's another way to access that wheel mid-fight. I don't think there is. It's okay. We almost have him. We almost have him. Okay, let's get out of here. Crap. Oh, crap. He might get us. This guy's more challenging than I thought he was going to be. Just for that reason alone. That one attack in particular, actually. Okay. Okay, let's get out of there. Switch back to Morley. Remove that ailment. Go fire. Let's go fire. Let's imbue the arena with fire. Get some of that continued and sustained damage. And we got it. Oh my god, we are shredding through his health now. Got him. Very nice. And that turned the tide of battle right there. And we have now we're more than halfway to level 40. Before this extended cutscene plays, let me read Crafty's messages. He said, yep, oh, I read that. But the thinking behind the thief party is to develop high agility and high luck while also trivializing the early game content. And if you briefly use Gadabout and the Lucky Devil personality at the same time, you can get great stat increases, great luck stat increases to help with the status attack resistance. Yeah, I learned that myself. But you can't forget about the tough cookie attribute as well. We can't talk about the early game buffs and whatnot and personalities without talking about tough cookie.
Besserot's defeat is a load off my mind.
It's about time you showed up, Sylphid.
I've been following you the whole time. Someone had to look out for this fella while you were
Interesting
occupied with
design.
the Benevodon.
I like his little closed eyes and smile.
You're okay.
Karina! I can't believe you came all this way to save me. Thank you.
Why did you even go into the Wind Sanctum in the first place? You know it's dangerous in here. What were you thinking?
I was looking for proof that it was the Benevodon behind all the wind, like I'd read in the ancient records. I am a historian after all. All I needed was to confirm it with my own eyes.
So you knew there was a Benevodon in here? Why would you risk your life like that, Shiryu?
Some people were blaming the Alm of Wind for the gales, but I knew it wasn't your fault. I just needed to prove it to the rest of them.
Thank you for helping out with this, good sir. But shouldn't you have kept him away from the Benevodon and out of harm's way in the first place?
You aren't wrong, Julie. But everything was a mess once the Benevodon was released. It was hard enough to keep that boulder from doing more damage than just blocking the entrance. It used up all my strength, and I had to take a nap. I can't do everything, you know.
Then it sounds like things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't been here.
I don't know how to thank you, Sylphid. The Veil really owes you one.
Aw, I think nothing of it. After all, the one who brought the people together was Karina. I wanted you, Shiryu, to see how far she's come on this journey.
That's amazing. I always knew she'd be perfect for this job. I'm glad the Veil can see it now, too.
Shiryu?
Karina, Shiryu, you have much to discuss, but might this discourse be deferred until we return to Longren?
You have a lot of catching up to do. We will leave you to it.
Sylphid, I can regale you with stories from our trip. You'd never guess some of the wild things Karina's been up to.
That does sound like fun. Count me in. Now then, let's head back to the Veil, everyone.
Here we go. 3 Benevodons down. Yeah, we're definitely going to wrap this up in, I say, fairly swift fashion on next Friday.
The wind's died down. That's a relief. Not that it'll stay that way for very long.
Ever since you left, the wind's been milder in these parts. It'd always make me think of you when the breeze blew past. It was nice. Comforting, even. Karina, I wanted to talk to you about that time with the fairy. You know, when I ran away.
You want to kill the mood already?
Honestly, I'm just glad I get to talk to you before you leave again. I hated that things were sour between us when you went on the pilgrimage. But at least we have this.
I mean, I was mad. But it's all right now.
No, it isn't. I should have been there to see you off when you left for Mount Gala. I let you down, even though I'd been hoping you'd be named the Alm for so long.
That's news to me. Wait, really? You wanted me to be the Alm that bad?
Of course. You worked so hard for it. I just couldn't see anyone but you being chosen. So I freaked out when I thought I was getting the job instead.
That's why you ran?
Yeah. I mean, you dreamed about seeing the world since we were little. Do you know how much I liked that you'd hang on to my every word when I told you the stories I'd been taught? But we both know the Veil is a secluded settlement with strict laws about traveling outside its borders. I knew that's why you wanted to be an Alm.
Yeah, but then I got hurt during my training.
You might have lost your wing, but you never lost your passion. I always loved that about you. I was so proud of your determination.
I know. You never laughed at me for wanting to be the Alm, unlike the others.
Thanks for coming back and giving me a chance to tell you what I always wanted to. And please allow me to see you off properly this time, Karina.
I guess, since you asked so nicely, I can let you do that. Thanks. For always supporting my dreams. Which reminds me, I have a lot that haven't come true yet. Journeying across the world is the best, and there's still so much I haven't seen. Places you told me about, places you never even knew existed. Just think of all the things I can learn and tell you later. Ramco and I, we're itching to roam. We'll search through every nook and cranny of this world of ours. That's my new dream.
It sounds like a beautiful one. I can't wait to hear more about the adventures of Karina, the explorer.
I guess it's time for us to go, Ramco. We still have some unfinished business to attend to before we can begin our expedition.
Safe travels, Karina.
I'll see you later, Shiryu. You can count on it.
So, Karina, who is Shiryu exactly?
He's someone who's always had my back. One of my best friends.
Finally, a straight answer. I was
Cool.
hoping you'd help me.
All right, guys. Well,
It's all settled. Thanks, Julie.
with that being said, we are pretty much done for tonight. All we have are 3 Benevodons left, or let's see, 1. We might only have 1 left. Yeah, I think we only have 1 left because we completed 4 on the second stream, if I'm not mistaken, or 3. 4 on the third stream. We took out 3 today. I think there's a total of 8, if I'm not mistaken. So that would make sense why we'd only have 1 more, and then there's another encounter. I thought I remember there being a lava-based one, though. So that's interesting, unless it's incorporated into the finale. I don't recall how they run it, but yeah. Bottom line is we're pretty close to the finale. I remember the end game being kind of long and a little bit segmented and a little overstayed its welcome to an extent, but the spectacle is worth it, and the final encounter and some of the way they wrap up the narratives, they do a pretty good job with it. So really looking forward to sharing that with you guys next Friday for the finale of Visions of Mana. And let me go ahead and get back to Crafty's messages here. Crafty said, definitely made my hero the tough cookie, and it's an all guys group. I went through the first time with 50-50, second time with only females, and then all bros for the third. Yeah, that makes sense. And then he said, and that really cuts out a lot of the mid-end game armor and weapons that you could wear. A little more challenge, but not bad. Yeah, I personally really, I wouldn't say thrive on the challenge of those games, especially like, I guess to an extent, like when I'm playing on Draconian difficulty, I already know like what I'm somewhat signing up for. I was a little bit surprised with how they balanced it in Draconian mode. Like I said, somewhat trivialized and a little bit. Um, I probably just bottom line should have played in Dragon Quest mode initially, and then just gradually, on my second or third playthrough, opted in for Draconian. But learned my lesson. Didn't do that for Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes, and had a better time with not necessarily 1, but 2. Had a great time with 2. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the poll, and let's go ahead and see if it arrived at the definitive result. Oh, wow. So it's actually really close. So the question today, and we received 18 votes, is what is your preferred JRPG art style? Anime inspired, like Final Fantasy VII. So the original, I guess, not just Final Fantasy VII, the original, the remake, and the offshoots like Advent Children and so on and so forth. Final Fantasy X, and I only have like 30 characters, so I probably wouldn't have put Mana as one of the definitive anime inspired art styles, but given it's the game we played, I kind of wanted to say that this game fits into the anime inspired aesthetic. It could also fit Kingdom Hearts into that. Final Fantasy 15 has a mix of anime and realistic fantasy. But that received a lot of votes at 39%. Final Fantasy 8 as well is very anime based. In first place, as expected, and my personal favorite art style in general in games, it'd be the HD 2D of Live Alive and Dragon Quest and Octopath and so on and so forth. That's my favorite art style, bar none right now. Like that's one way to address your question, babe. If something I know I'm interested in, if I see a game that has that HD 2D art style, even if it's not a JRPG, Like for example, Chris played Mega Man fan game that was HD 2D, where it was like essentially a Mega Man game, but it had all the 3D like effects, and like when he walked around a corner, you could see like the 3D dioramic effect on Mega Man. It was really cool. So I love that art style. But in terms of JRPGs, bar none, that's my favorite art style for um for JRPGs. But second up would be pixel art, which fits nicely with that HD 2D aesthetic. Normally, it's the 2D sprites with the 3D HD 2D background, I guess, like a perfect marriage of the two. And that one at 44%, which the prime examples I selected for this were Final Fantasy 1 through 6, Sea of Stars, and the Octopath Traveler games adopt the pixel art. And I guess you would know, like if you've ever seen all of my perlers and sprites in collection, you would know that pixel art is like one of my main obsessions. So there's no way I would have voted for anything else on that poll. In third place was realistic fantasy. And the two best examples I could think of was Final Fantasy 12 and Final Fantasy 16. I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy 16 on the channel at some point. Um, I personally absolutely love that game. I know Chris and Euphrem, who were on the stream earlier, absolutely said it was amongst their favorite games of in recent memory. Chris, in particular, he said that I think that was his favorite game of 2024 when it released, and it was that was hand in hand competing with Sea of Stars for my favorite game that year. They were both phenomenal. And then, so 11%, we could see why that probably in terms, it doesn't translate as well into JRPGs, which are normally more lighthearted affairs rather than hyper realistic experiences. So I could see why that only received 11%. And then interestingly, in last place, which I actually thought this would have been third and realistic would have been last, was the chibi style, which is similar to what like Farrell's playing with with his Zelda playthrough, that type of art style, and also Bravely Default, Final Fantasy IX, and the Pokemon games generally adopt this art style. And that was in dead last. Very interesting. All right. Well, let me go ahead and end the poll now that we've seen I've seen the results, and it normally has about a minute delay for me to see the results. Mike Cole said, "Oh, hey, what's going on? You frame still there?" Yes, sir. Thank you for the nice stream crafting. Hoping to see you all on Sunday for the challenge mode. It's going to be my uh, first double header stream, essentially, where we're going to have the death counter, and it's going to be Venture Kid followed by Micro Mages, and I could actually show you what Micro Mages is. It's a 2D uh, kind of like Ice Climbers for SNES or NES, whatever that was. I think it was the original NES. But it's a side-scrolling game, very challenging, NES inspired, and it was actually developed homebrew for NES consoles, so you could actually play this on the NES as well. But it's an excellent game, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it, especially if you like retro platformers. And then the first game is going to be Venture Kid, which is essentially a Mega Man like. It's an NES inspired Mega Man like. But it's going to be a challenge. This is going to be the first time where I'm going to play Venture Kid on the Switch 2, but then in the same stream, I'm going to transition to this game on the PS5. So if you kind of know how OBS works, you have to have like one dedicated source uh, for per game. So I'm gonna kind of have to finagle with playing it on the Switch 2. I actually haven't streamed on the Switch 2 yet. It's been exclusively the PS5. So I'm gonna have my first go around with the Switch 2 with Venture Kid, and then after that game, I'm gonna probably put myself on BRB mode, get myself set up on the PS5 to run through one regular mode playthrough and one hard mode playthrough of Micro Mages. I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna go ahead. Yeah, thank you for the reminder about the top three, the top three fans, and then also to remind you guys what to expect on our Monday trivia finale. All right, so in the top three, we have a new top three here. We have Mrs. Phoenix coming in at number 1 at 375 points, followed by Crafty Kratora at 225 XP. And Euphrem Stream in third spot at 175. And rounding out the top 10 are Mike Loves Contra, Regal Aquarian, Michael David, Allen, Baby Phoenix, Chrysalis Games, and Kelly Martin. We also had some new additions tonight. We had Carla come in, who I've seen on Chris's streams and also on Omega. So it's awesome to have Carla join the community. And then we know Feral Inferno was working away in work mode tonight. He told me before the stream a couple hours ago that he was going to mostly be MIA tonight. So really appreciate you letting me know that, my friend. Really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for your continuation of Final Fantasy IV, for all intents and purposes, the 3D remake. We also had Muso, Arcane, Jam Champ. We had a lot of people in here tonight. So I really appreciate everyone. And in case you missed out and you were not aware, please tune in on Monday for our first ever trivia giveaway. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I want to give everyone the equal opportunity to win some awesome. It's okay. To win some awesome prizes, and it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I really appreciate everything that you guys bring to the table, and you guys are an amazing community, and look forward to seeing all of you very soon. With that being said, have a great night, and we'll see you then. Phoenix is out.
Phoenix ascends, we're flying high, keyblade in hand, reaching for the sky. Death loops ticking, but he won't stop. Mega Man's power, he's on the top. Sea of stars, adventure calls. Dragon Quest, he's breaking walls. Shovel Knight's courage in his soul. Nephew's legend on a roll. Kingdom Hearts magic, hearts entwined. Gaming's his kingdom, one of a kind. Jumping